Hi, welcome back to Project Zomboid. Dominic Steele here. We're playing as usual on oh goodness, the save. Working towards 5 months at this point, and in all honesty, yes, it's Easter in the United States. Let me back to that. It's Easter for everybody who celebrates it, and of course, cheers to you if you do, cheers to you if you don't. And yeah, that just means a lot of people may be hanging out with their families, and in my case, that means that my family's asleep. Lots of sugar has put everybody down for the count. So we are here and we are gaming. Oh, that's just that simple for me. So with that said, we got lots of things that we've been working on. One, the masonry skill. So I want to build a fence, which I've already covered, and we've been working on that skill. The skill gains on it, I need level 5 to do it, which is the problem, right? So we're on level 4, coming up on level 5, and been essentially knocking that out. The other thing I really want to start getting into is tailoring, and we mentioned that as well. And I've kind of come up with an idea for that, you know, just sitting or going through my day, thinking about it. So there is that. BRMR, hi. So you did your sub. Make sure you refresh your browser so you get past those ads. But what is going on? That said, yeah, it's a vibe night. It's a build night. I don't know how much of these like build days I'll put on YouTube. I might end up cutting them all together. That includes the fact that we're doing all the farming. So there are 3 moments for sure that I'll highlight, you know, by the time I get done. One, when these sunflower seeds get done growing. The lettuce should almost be complete. So I'm looking forward to that. And then of course 2, when we get done with the short wall. And yeah, once we get back to more combat or moving about, you know, etc. But I don't know how many people enjoy looking at this type of gameplay on YouTube. Maybe I should put up a poll on YouTube. Let me know what your thoughts are. I am pretty sure this lettuce has a problem, but I can't see it without the, you know, level associated with it, and that kind of sucks. Every other lettuce in here looks like there's fine, not just lettuce, but all the other crops. So yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you? How are you? Intro done. Intro done. Let's get into it. So let me eat for the night. We stopped our weight gain. Oh, I shouldn't say we stopped our gain, or we stopped gaining weight, which we have a good, so what I want to use, buffer at the moment, but that doesn't necessarily mean I should live by that. So I'm going to work with the things that are left. I'm not going to make any big bowls at the moment because again, our weight is just fine. Yeah, but let's just see how that goes. All right, so potatoes, mushrooms, kick the music off. Just to have something in the background. We know we don't like Project Zomboid music anymore. Not to say it's not fair. We do like Project Zomboid music, but while we're doing our work and things that we know that probably won't end up on YouTube, we'll, you know, mix it up a little bit while we're sitting here vibing. Anyway, all right, good. Yeah, throw that dry basil on there. Happy dish for us. And then of course we always add oil to our dishes because why not? We have a plethora of it and go from there. I'm gonna take that with us since our character isn't really looking for more food at the moment. Remember, we need to keep our eyes out for, oh goodness, clay, because we have to make lots of bricks. We learned that essentially all sticks, well, specifically sticks or branches, are better to work with out here, you know, and whatnot, rather than to use logs and cut those down. So good thing that we found the charcoal pit? What are we calling it? Coal burning pile. So yeah, you know what? Let's clean up a little bit. Still need lime rocks. Well, any rocks will work for us at this point because we have to work on masonry, right? So that's a good call out regardless. I'm still going to take a moment just to clean up our spot. We got to be happy with our space. Why can't I remove bush? It's a bush. Kill count starting the night is 3,688. Is that correct? So let's take a look. Yes, it is. Yarmar keeping it real. But as usual, let's get things going. Actually, I love the fact that it's raining because that means at the start of stream, we don't have to worry about essentially doing any work with the rain. The way that we've been handling the process of working on masonry is going out and essentially getting large stones. It's still been very effective to go that direction, so I'm probably going to keep up with that. These large blocks, actually, now that I think about that, maybe, just maybe, hold up, this is a problem. Sorry, I didn't catch what you were playing in the stream tonight. What do you want to do? We're going to work on masonry skill, hopefully build our fence, and then potentially work on a little bit of tailoring. It's a good project night because one, we already know that we expect it to, I mean, it's a holiday, so people will be out with their families, so on and so forth. So yeah, I don't expect to do a crazy amount of stuff. I'm not gonna be entertaining tons of people as they pop on. Like, I get that. So yeah. Ooh. Let's see. So my thought, and I'm trying to remember the best way to do this. It's this. Okay, wait. We just need the stone blocks, and those stone blocks will make what exactly? Masonry. Here it is. So I want to make a bunch of different things that actually work towards the masonry skill. I am pretty certain the stone cabinet does not, so I won't make those. But it needs to be this, not stones. It needs to be the large blocks, which is probably best to use here. I just make a whole bunch of fire pits somewhere I don't care about. That might work. Okay, let's try that real quick, which I have no idea where my masonry trowel is. It should be over here, right? It's not here. It's not here either. Where is my masonry trowel? There it is. Bloody, but I got it. And let's grab our rocks off of the ground. Got 149 of those babies, which means I can make 3 of these at a time. Sue, what is going on? How you doing? I see you there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this build project idea, one, I want to make this stuff in a place where I don't have to worry about it or think about it. So I'm gonna drive over. Let me actually think about this a little better. We drop the stone blocks into the trailer. I can fill this with those stone blocks, and I can drive it over to a spot where I can just make a whole bunch of those things without any real problems. The only issue I have is mixing the cement. Yes, clay cement, which means I need to take the bag of sand. I need to take some clay. Okay. Because I want to get through all of these stone bricks if I can. So let me take the clay. Those. Alright, so I got all the blocks I can manage. And let's go to a space where we can do a lot of work at. So, you know what? I'm going to bring down that music a little bit. Just a tad. Just a tad. There you go. Happy Easter, how's your day and whatnot, PR Mark? Doing well. Nice time with the kids and whatnot. Oh, I don't know if I would say I specifically celebrate Easter, but it was a holiday in the sense that, you know, people celebrate it in various different ways, and I spent time with my family. So hopefully you did the same. Sue, how are you doing? Where is my shovel? I want to bring my shovel. I feel like I need to bring my shovel. I don't see my shovel. Where? Oh, it's in the back with the garden stuff. Doing all right. Doing all right. There it is. All right, hang on. Shovel is back here with you. You know what? I think it's a good idea to be prepared for the worst. Maybe I just bring the shovel and sand with me, but I don't run out. I got plenty of sand over here, which is kind of my thought process. Yeah, I traveled with my family today. Had a nice day. Cheers. All right, so we want to shovel and take some sand. I think it's 4 blocks per bag, if I remember correctly. Oh no. My other issue is water. Ew. Okay, now this is starting to turn into a thing. So if I do take all of this with me, you know what? Why am I being stupid? I can just make a bunch of stuff now and then put it all in the trailer and then take it. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay. Let me validate that statement real quick. Pull up the map and pause. Where is a good spot? So I have water right here next to me, which is infinite source of water. I refuse to go up there to do that because I haven't killed the things in that area. I can go back here. That gives me an infinite supply of water. That might work. That might work. Okay, so then how much sand do I have currently? I've got 4 bags of sand. That's all. You know what? I'd rather be over prepared than under prepared for what I'm about to do. And that should do it. All right. Okay, so I've got the sand, I've got my bucket of cement. I will get going for our build project today. Clay cement goes in here, and don't really care about the rest. I'm going over to a bunch of houses anyway, so that's okay. I will not get more water from my setup. Now I need to leave soon. I got lectures next week, but holidays kind of special to us. Come together. Cheers. Wait, lectures? See, are you the lecturer or are you a student? Oh, it's a good question to ask when somebody makes a statement like that. Anyway, remember I intend to work on the masonry skills, so the intent is to build a bunch of stuff that I know I won't be able to disassemble. At least I don't think so without a sledgehammer. So my intent is to put them in places where it will not matter. So we'll run over to a spot where we can. The student. Well, cheers. It's always good to get some time in with a good lecture. Build that knowledge. One day you will be the lecturer, teaching the youth of the world as they come about. Oh man. All right, let's keep moving. I'm feeling the choppiness of, but you remember we've talked about this when you zoom out and build 42 like that, so that's fair. And then we hit this corner. Let's not bust up our vehicle. We already know there is a zombie there. Hi. This place should feel rather empty at this point. We've killed so many zombies in this area, so we should not have trouble. At least I don't think we should. But we'll see. Maybe it'll all go bad tonight. You never know. Sundays are always our bad nights, right? You're wrong. I'm going to say it now. I did not say the word die. Alright, just does say our bad nights. Don't be saying a word. Anyway, okay, so we came over here because one of these spots has a swimming pool, which is infinite water for us when we're doing our work. And if we bring it here, you'll see what I'm gonna do. Bad luck. Okay, I'll cook the one that's beat up. Hi. Oh, you put up no fight. Okay, let's get started. So we don't need to do anything there. What we actually need to do is just grab the bucket of cement. I did grab the mason straw. Yeah, okay, we're good. And then all I have to do is grab, oh, hang on. Those stone blocks. It's 10 at a time, which let's see how many I can grab at a time without crushing myself. And we start building, great. So number one, show me experience. Yes, I get 5 experience out of it, which is not great, but it's not terrible either. I want to cut down tree. Okay, and then we'll cut down bush. There you go. Now the real question is, could this be a disassembled? Nope. So you can't do anything with the fire pit once it's made. So if you make that thing, it's there, right? And all disassembly on it seems like it's a no-go. Cycle. So yeah, it's just those. I made the right call here. Made the super right call. So if you make those, it's permanently fixed there. But again, that essentially means that I could... Can zombies path through this? Hold on. Could this be a pseudo wall? I wonder. I mean, they're wrong. It's cheaty. Let's be honest about it, right? But what if you made one of these and the zombies couldn't get through it? And it becomes a permanent barrier? Huh. I used a lot of... Okay, so next up, let's go ahead and finish. I mean, it's not a lot of mason skill, but it's better than 0, right? We get to use those blocks for something. And the reason why I'm like super interested in doing it this way is because you can't use the blocks for anything but like 3 builds. Once you make those stone blocks, it's the fire pit or the stone not even stone cabinet. There was one other thing that had it, if I remember correctly. But yeah, they're just not used for many things. So great for skill gains when you're trying to make it, but utility limited for those stone blocks. Unlimited power? No, unlimited water. So specifically the unlimited water here was why we came here to do this. And we just filled that bucket once I run out of cement. So after I fill the bucket, I can take this bucket back around and then mix that with the clay. And now I have clay cement again and I can put those together. So it allows me to build this in a place where I won't care about it. 1, mix clay cement, and then 2, not have to run around. There you go. I'm just looking out for sounds. Why would you do that in the seawater near your house? Because when I started building these, this became the problem, right? I want to be able to essentially put these down and not have to think about them. If I put them near my house, there will be a point where I want to destroy them because they're not visibly appealing. And that's not going to work for nobody because I can't destroy them. They can't be disassembled. I would have to find a sledgehammer, which I don't. Yes, don't have a sledgehammer. And I think that's it, right? I have enough for one more. So I brought way too much sand, but now that we know that, I can drop the sand here essentially and just keep coming back and forth to do it. The favorite sledgehammer that we can't find. Indeed, it does hide from us. So again, a way to work on the skill and to use, you know, your resources efficiently and effectively. So is it much? No, but does it make sense to do it when you're on the grind? Absolutely. And to do it away from the house makes a lot of sense too. So again, just using the game mechanics as they were intended. I don't know if this one was really intended, but you know, we still did it. I'm gonna take out these sacks of sand. I'll leave one with us in the trunk, but everything else will come out. So I can leave these here and I don't have to think about the storage space. Ooh, actually, I lose the sacks if I do that. Oh no. All right, I'll deal with it. Raymond saved. Did we ever find the sledgehammer? I agree with you. I don't think we did find the sledgehammer in Raymond save. Yeah, I think we went that entire slave without the sledgehammer. So, fill the bottle, whatever I can get. Looks like this tank is still pretty full, so that's good. What is on this counter? Cabbage, huh? Take it. Okay, that's it. So we use those blocks. They're not just sitting in the way back at the house and just collecting dust. We can drive off now, find some more large stones, actually. Remember those large stones, what we were using to break them into small rocks. The small rocks turn into stone blocks, and that is a ton of experience. So it's a circular operation in order for us to grind this out. Love having out with you guys, but I'm pretty done for today. Good luck falling asleep. Listen to your conversation. Have fun tonight. Stay alive. Yes, thank you. Cheers, man. Go to bed. Thanks for popping in, Sue. We will see you next time. Oh, before you leave, well, I'm just thinking about it. Respond to my messages about my mushroom kale sandwich. All right, you guys were very interested in it. Discord. Good. We killing some zombies already, so. Ooh, what was that? That felt weird. There's a hot tub here. Okay, we didn't go into this house. We went around it, but we didn't go inside of it. I see that now. That house is busted to hell. Look at that. I walked through here with all kinds of like confidence in me, and I don't know why. I know I haven't been on this side of the road. I'm sorry. Yo, what is wrong with me? Hi. Hi. First thing I do tomorrow. Cheers. Oh, what is wrong? Okay, I wasn't ready to fight. My mindset is not fight mode. My mindset was build mode. Come on, guys. All right. Yeah, I definitely dig the hot tub back there. That's chill. I haven't fought zombies in a long time. True. Ooh, there was one right behind me. Got it. You know, again, we came for rocks and stones and work on masonry skill. That is the plan for the night, not kill a bunch of zombies. I ain't gonna lie. Mr. Bob the Builder, yes. Indeed. Alright. There is some, is that a pole cube or is that a spear? It looks like a pole cube. Hi, what's going on? Yeah, you got that pole stick in. Somebody's like, I ain't going down without a fight, so. We're good. Quick clear, don't you think? I haven't eaten yet. Acknowledge that. My bad. Hi, what's up? Down they go. Resonant key. I will take it for the moment. Essentially means that this is your house. It is not. You can check, but oh no. Got so many resonant keys. There's no way for me to see that. It's gonna be one of these houses. Hopefully not that one. Maybe that one, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, I'll go for this one. Good. Inside we go. House is pretty empty. I have been in here before. Yeah, I have been in here before. Maybe I haven't. There's vegetable oil. Nope, I have not been in here before. I would never let that vegetable oil behind. I could have been moving fast, but... okay, hang on. Killing the music. Zomboid music back on. Sorry. Apply, accept. And this is primarily because we got into killing zombies and stuff, so let's be that person for a second. I'm telling you right now, I definitely have not come through here, so I probably improperly marked off this house. On this, wait a minute. What kind of home is this? What? Look, I know it was the 90s, but what were you doing? I gotta check the nightstand. It's just a tank top. Well, you're bringing in that extra cash. But I'm gonna tell you, this house is pretty awesome. You ain't gotta have, I mean, maybe they just had that type of streamer life. Maybe it's not a home, it's a studio. Okay, I dig that. from written out as needed for your set. I'll take that. I'll take that. Take the flashlight real quick. Let's pop back here. This is clothing. I'm gonna go with your studio idea. There's no. No, it doesn't make any sense to grab those right now. But I had not considered looking for books for a good minute now, so maybe I should. Yeah, maybe you're right about that. There's a metalworking book here. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. I already read the metalworking book. Okay, so how is that possible? I didn't read the metalworking book. I've read 53 pages. All right, but it does mean I have it back at the house. So the pottery book doesn't make sense. It kind of does, actually. So grab the pottery book. Okay. Tailoring book, grab it. I don't think I have tailoring 2. Okay. So we'll take those. And then that's it here. So grab. And then magazines, etc. What you got back here? Rope and drumsticks. Okay. Oh. Man, this house is banging. Okay, wait. You got to do a reading and sorting book section some time. Yeah, there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna have to do some reading and go through all my books and whatnot. True. Okay, we're good. We're good. I think we're all set. Let's get out of this building. Although, good find. Very good find. Okay, so we're still killing people in town. Hi, what's up, guys? I still didn't eat. I don't mean to push you so hard. I'm sorry, Dominic. Alright. Did I eat? I did eat. Hold on. My bowl is empty. I have 2 bowls on me. That's interesting. I can just pop open this lettuce, right? Lettuce, cabbage. Just open the jar. Yeah, we just eat that right out of the jar like it's nothing. Okay, wait. I'm getting distracted from my goals, and that's a problem. I will come back to this neighborhood when I get to in the mindset of clearing zombies. But that wasn't my plan today. Definitely not my plan today. Stick to your guns, man. Come on, stick to your guns. Let's get out of here. I know. I don't know why I have like so many random things on me, but I'm gonna fix that. Let's get back over to the car. It was a good find. It was definitely a good find. So no real issues what has occurred. It was just unexpected, I think is a good way of saying that. So yeah, I had walked down here thinking I had walked into this spot, and obviously I missed it, which also means I probably missed the one at the end too. There's still a good amount of zombies over in this area though, which is interesting with the spawn. Yeah. There's just a lot of stragglers. But we did say we wanted to clear out Irvington, so there's still benefit to what I'm doing. No way for you to move the hot tub. I don't think so. It's like 4 sections. It would be heavy, and it's probably cosmetic because of the water aspects in it. So I would not expect that to be a thing. Let me drop some of the stuff off real quick and put the books in the side too, and then we'll move. Let's go. All right, so it's already 7:30. which means what for us? Start heading back. We need to get into an area that allows me to see those large rocks, so that way I can grab them, which means I need probably back up this road. Yeah, if I go this direction, get out of people's yards in the residential area, I should be able to find them. Yeah, so do I see one? I see one over there. Oh, I see 3 already. Okay, so this is a good thing. How are we doing those zombies? We're okay. So let's make it happen quick. And then can I get that one? No, I can't. Ah, there. Let me kill the zombies before I pick them up. That's how you die. Hi, hi, hi. Perfect. There's 3 right there. Okay. No way for you to move the hot. Oh, I already said that. My bad. Be looking at chat like, did I respond to that? No. Grab the large stone. So 1. No, oh jerk. Luckily for you, I'm really good with the axe. Alright. So get the large stone in the trailer. You remember I can fit 2 in the trailer, I think. Oh, just 1. So 1 in the trailer. Oh, I've got so much weight with me at the moment. 2 in the back. Okay, that works. Then I can carry 1. So 1 does not simply leave large stones behind. You always grab them. What are you? Limestone. I need. Oh, I can just pick it up. That's not big deal. Not doing that right now, but I could. So. Alright, remove large stone. Feel like I should have done a little more checking, but you know, this is what it is now. So just grab the. I can just move the vehicle up and grab those, right? It's probably the safer thing to do. So I don't have to walk so far. And they get exhausted. Yeah. No, I saw the zombie. It clearly saw me, and I saw it. So. Yep. Let me get this where it's supposed to be. Tell you, man, the game is trying to get me slipping. Got caught up in the trees, loser. Could have had me. You could have had your fresh dinner. Sucks for you. Okay, so 2 more to grab. There's 1 to go to the back, 1 that we'll carry while we're driving in our lap, and then we're good to go. Let me deal with any zombies first before trying to grab the stone so I don't get myself killed. And we should be okay. Tell you, man, masonry skill is rough to level. It truly is. Wait for it. Wait for it. Go. And there's 1 back there. There's 1 here. There are a good amount of large stones in this field, so maybe we come back here later. Not today, obviously. When we need more, which we're going to need more. So, let's be very clear about that. We're going to need more. I may take a break on it though, because what we just realized is there are a lot of houses we could start checking. Maybe we find the next masonry book. Because I just need to find masonry level 2. I have 3 and 4 back at the house, if I remember correctly. So it's just volume 2 that's really. Maybe I shouldn't like harp on it. All I have to do is get through number 4, read the book for 5, and then I'll be good. So maybe I don't think do that way. That's fine. That's fine. Don't overthink it. Need more of what? Oh, the skill points. Skill points. All right, let's get on home. We shouldn't die, or pretty sure that while you're driving, if anything's in your hands, that will not impact your body. But if you're injured, that's when it's a problem. I do not need gas right now, so we'll drive right past the gas station. But the next time we come through, we need to make sure to get gas. We already have a tank, which is not a big deal, but stuff. Poor dude to have you while driving. Yeah, I mean, that's the way things go, right? That is the way things go. All right, let's get there. You'll never finish a build project if you don't build. So try to avoid having to kill zombies all day when not. Again, I do want to test that the idea of using the fire pit as like a defense mechanism. I'm fine with the idea that zombies could potentially break them down, right? Realistically speaking. But at the same time, it is a unique way to have a permanent fixture to at least mess with their pathing. All right, this, and then back up. It's cheesy though, like it's a little cheaty. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. I'll play with another save. I'm obviously not gonna do it on this save. Otherwise, I would have done it instead of doing everything I'm doing currently. So, all right, we're back. Oh, there are so many large stones here still. I did not get all of them. My bad. Well, that's actually good. That's a good thing. I mean, okay, so yeah, remember the large stones only give you 10. And then that's why we did this. And each one of these give you 5. So every time you do something masonry, you get 5, which was kind of a good and bad thing, right? So now that those are good, and then of course turning what you get into the fire pits is another 5. So yeah, it's not bad. A lot of resources. There's a ton of resources, but still. That actually means every large stone ends up being a fire pit. Yeah, that's pretty much the way to look at that. You've got 9 fire pits here, right? Almost 10. So that's another 50 points once I get done, or 55. It is late, so this will probably be our last one. We'll do the next one in the morning, and then just take a look at these skill gains. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. And then masonry again. Perfect. Perfect. So if I take these stone blocks back over to where we were, that puts us in a situation where we'll hit level 4 masonry. We'll come back here. Maybe we won't come immediately back, but we will come back here, read the other mason's book, which is where. So let's validate that we do have one more mason's book. Maybe clear out the car stuff we don't need. Actually, a lot of the car is good to go. Most of the stuff in there are backup stuff and whatnot. So I don't want to put myself in a position where I don't have it. Yep. See, I have masonry level 3, which that means the moment we hit 4, we run back here, read the book. So that way we can work on the next set. So we would. Okay. Well, then we're on the right track. We're good. We're good. Don't overthink it. Like I said before, we are fine. And like I said, I'm glad it rained. That means I should not have to do anything out here with our food situation. The only concern at the moment is I'm pushing him really hard, so he's probably losing weight, but I've got a buffer. Yeah, I've got a pretty good buffer. So let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Like I said, we push through tonight. We get done. I said tonight. That's on stream. We get done with the build project, so that way, you know, we're freed up for different things that we can do later. That's the plan. And he just eats a good meal. Feel good about himself. 4 most 7 days you're at currently. Yes. 3,720 kills. Indeed. And we're sleeping. How can you feel the food? Ooh, that's a good question. Cow food. I did not check the troughs. There's still food in there, but I guess it's a question of how often do they eat. So there's that. Let's take a look at the cows. What you got? Feeding trial info. So there's 19.88 feed in here, which I have no idea what that actually means, but that means it's definitely not. Oh yeah, there's plenty of food here. And they will graze too, is my understanding. So I have, yeah, like this is a spot, for example, that would have been eaten out by one of the cows. So they do graze. Of course, the grass will go back over time. So if there's just enough, did I pet you? Forgot about the milking. Forgot about the milking. Do I have any containers that I want to put your milk in? No, that's a weird statement, but you know, it is what it is. I can get a bucket. Yes, I forgot about that. There is a bucket somewhere. Why would I do the milk though? What's the milk for? I think there's a recipe that does need their milk. Right? There's a cure for something that takes milk. I know there is. Makes flies cure. No. Mildew cure. Here it is. You need cow's milk for the mildew cure. And you just need to put that into something. Hold on. So you need an empty gardening can, milk in a bottle of some type, and it says 1 liter, so it's not much. And then you make the mildew spray, which actually might be what's wrong with this plant back here. So, we can test it. I mean, everything else is growing. That's the only one that's definitely struggling. I'm sorry, I had the cough. Okay, so I do have the gardening spray can. Let me see if I have another container somewhere I can use. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I can take this watering can. It holds 8 liters. Yeah, okay. And then let's see if I can milk you, my dear. Milk into the watering can? Is that right? Yeah, you milk you into the watering can. So Sarah gets milked into the watering can. Are we gonna be good? We're cool. We're cool, right? You're not gonna kick me. How long does this take? That wasn't much. I didn't get a full liter out of you. Excuse you. Darn. All right, well, where's the next one? Johnny Bravo cannot be milked. That's a male. Ginger, you can be milked. All right. Hi. Hello, Ginger. Gonna mix your guys' milk. See, both of them are pregnant. Good point. Both cows would be pregnant. You had lots of milk to offer. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay, so make the mildew cure. And wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, so does that give me farming experience? I wonder. Actually, I think all of that comes out as animal care. Look at that. Increase the available information for animals. When I hit level 2 here soon, it does not give me agriculture at all. Why am I continuing to walk? Let me see if I can treat this thing. Crouch, treat problem, mildew. Let's hope. I don't know if that actually will do anything, because again, I have no idea what the problem is. But it's well watered. It says almost ready to harvest. Yeah. So it did go into the next stage, similar to the others. It's just looking wonky. Okay. Well, mildew cure is not going to be a thing for us. Contents can only be purified, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so too big to drink from transferring this. You could just drink the cow milk. Of course you can drink cow milk. I don't think I intend to do anything with it. It just says cow milk. I don't think cow milk goes bad. I don't know, but to be safe, I'll put it in here because I would like to use it for the mildew cure as needed. Yeah, that's my thought process at the moment. That spray lasts forever. That is a ton of mildew spray. My bad. I don't need to keep that at all. Yeah, Calmix should go bad. I agree. Just saying game mechanics wise. Maybe they didn't put that in properly. Alright, anyway, we're done. What's next? Food, and then we go. What are we eating while we're on the road? I got 2 bowls. Let's make 2 quick things. So... he has too much facial hair. Facial hair? Yeah, oh, I see the trend trap. Okay. Ooh, I forgot about the turnip. Yeah. Throw the fried onion rings in there before they go bad too. And what else? I got rotten food in here. I gotta take it out. Dandelion. You can still put something else in here. Potato. Just a bunch of stuff. And my oil. Because I still have vegetable oil in my bag. My bad. Then I can make a fruit salad as well. Just to spice things up and have alternatives. Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. Gotta admit it. Life is good. Life is very good for our character here. Okay, we're set. Let's get going. Remember, we still gotta build projects. Let's get it done. Did I leave 1 rock out here? Let's check before we leave. And I did leave 1 stone out here. Wait, that means I don't need to drive away. I don't think. I think this might do it. Okay, yeah. So, masonry. You break the large stone into small stones. Then you break these into small stones as well. And there it is. Alright, so that was masonry level 4. So yeah, we don't have to go anywhere just yet. Perfect. Perfect. Did name the kitchen frogs? No, I don't remember naming the kitchen frogs. Okay, well, that actually changes everything. Let's take a seat. So, which meal would you eat? I think fruit salad in the morning or brunch makes a lot of sense. You know, get some electrolytes and carbs going. Not carbs, I'm sorry, sugar. Which sugar is a carb, right? Just to kind of get the energy going for the day since I don't have any caffeine. Obviously, I can make some, but we're not going to do that. Where is the book? I didn't grab it. Since this is going to be a read thing, sorry. I do have Terra level 2 already, so didn't need to grab that earlier, but it is what it is. Before I get started with reading, let's clean ourselves up since we're chilling in the house. No reason to chill in covered in blood. There is a rabbit. I'm gonna catch the rabbit. Catch the rabbit. Come here, rabbit. Come here, rabbit. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, I know I can pick you up. I'm pretty sure I can pick you up, right? Pick up the rabbit. Yeah, got him. You can legit pick up a rabbit. So instead of just killing it, I can just catch it. Look at that. Well fed, not thirsty, nice and healthy. I can just give the rabbit, like, oh, of course you're stressed. I just picked up a whole female rabbit. I had no idea that I could do that. Right? Like, as in keep the rabbit alive, pick it up. Wait. Did I catch the rabbit because of Easter? No, that's not why I caught it. I just caught the rabbit. Not thirsty, well fed. I mean, the rabbit's doing good. I'm just more curious if I could like keep a rabbit. Like if I put it in the forest, this zone, would it be considered my pet now? Or an animal that I'm keeping, you know, alive? I don't think it will. I think it's gonna run off, but let's find out. We dropped the rabbit. Is he good? Ooh, almost did that. Animal zone. There it is. Animal zone. Can I not view info on the animal zone? No, he's good now. Check animal zone wildlife. Yes, you can just catch the rabbit and it becomes part of your zone. And then we're good now. Look at that. Huh. I didn't know that was possible. So wait, that means if I caught a female rabbit and a male rabbit, would they like exist here and populate? I wonder. But she's good now. She's like, yeah, whatever. I've been caught. I give up. Oh, I'm a pet now. Yes, you are. I was going to clean myself and I just caught a rabbit. What I plan to name a rabbit? No idea. Maybe we'll call her Lila. What food am I going to give her? I mean, it looks like she'll just eat the food from the trowel. So I don't think they thought... no, not Lila. Not lilac. Lila. Lola. Yeah, I intentionally didn't say Lola because I was thinking of bugs. I was like, look, I do Lila instead. But I hear what you're saying. But yes, you apparently can catch yourself a rabbit and keep that within your space without any troubles whatsoever. Again, I would have never thought catching a rabbit would be a thing. I know you can run them down, obviously, hunt and kill them, but I never thought of catching a rabbit. Lila's name of the cat you had. Heard? Bird? I don't want to bring up bad memories or give you a negative experience while you're here on stream, so maybe not. All right, so yeah, I'll throw that one to everybody else later. That's actually another thing to go on the list of tips, by the way. Masterclass. Did you know you can catch a rabbit and keep it in your animal zone? So, and if you get a male and female one, which I didn't prove this one, will they like reproduce consistently? And I'm saying that mostly because our meat eating friends out here, what is happening? What is... oh, he's just wagging his tail. I was about to be like, what is that? Where's my rabbit? I don't see the rabbit. I see 3 cows, not the rabbit. Where are you, rabbit? Check the zone. Rabbit's still here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so look at that. It does track. Is that dung I see? I think that's dung I see. Cow dung. You do get that. That's sweet. Oh, and that I'm hoping becomes fertilizer for us in the future. So cheers to that as well. Yeah, I don't think the food mechanics, you know, really account for you to have rabbits. I wonder if I like picked up a deer, would I be able to keep it as well? You know, there's a list of things I'm having in my head now. Oh, wait. Is there like a rabbit? No, hang on. What's the things called? There you are. All right. Composter, chicken hutch. They have small hutches that you can make. Is there a barn? No. But I'm sure there are other types of shelters for the animals themselves. Like, that's what I was thinking about. Oh. Yeah. Obviously, the cows are too big to go into small shelters, so I would have to essentially make a true build for them, like a barn. But yeah, it looks like a thing. Okay, so rabbits don't get their own hutches. Chickens do. That's about it. Let me see if there's anything else that stands out while he reads. As we go into the night. Miscellaneous. I don't think there are any type of shelters. So. Oh. Frame builder, farmer, builder, crafter, Dominic Steele. Yes. I mean, that's Project Zomboid these days, right? That is definitely Project Zomboid these days. All right. But yeah, it looks like I need to create a space for them. Obviously, if you had already gotten yourself a barn or something, that would have been a thing, but Our base is not a barn. Like a farmhouse that has a barn. So we gotta make one, which is fine. And book finish? Book finish. Book finish. There it is. Okay, so now we get an 8 times multiplier, which is perfect because now I should blow through the levels in order to make it to masonry level 5. So we're gonna do it tonight, guys. We are gonna do it tonight. Okay, maybe this episode does go on YouTube. I expected to do way more grinding, but it just kind of worked out for us, didn't it? Okay, let me put my razor up. I'm gonna still take. No, keep this here. What am I doing? Razor, razor. You go here. Look clean and fresh, indeed. Okay, let's grab our crap from this ground. Got a ton of stone blocks, which I actually probably can pick up all of those, right? And get them into the vehicle. Then we'll go over to the house with the pool. We will be able to do the entire build process, hopefully, fairly quickly. And then we turn around, get the large rocks, bring them back here, smash them. Like we created a whole set system. This works. This works, y'all. Although, I want you to stop and think about something real quick. What kind of man is Dominic Steele in that he would run down a rabbit to catch it and then keep it as a pet? Or it's not like we're going to eat the rabbit. So, there's a point in which, you know, you're that much of an animal lover? No. He's just that alone. He needs more friends. In a moment that I hear your neighbors talking. Yes, I can't tell if they are fighting or not. You're listening to your neighbors talk and you're not sure if they're fighting. I'm sorry that your walls are so thin that you can hear your neighbors talk, or maybe they're outside your window. But let me say now that I have been there before, lived in a place that, you know, had many people fighting and arguing and whatnot, and I will say that it was some of the most entertaining moments of my life. So yeah, not gonna say that's a good or bad thing. I am gonna say that, you know, you have to find a positive of it, right? What good is watching TV when you can watch it in real life? It's sad, maybe. It's still fun. I don't think my walls are thin. I just think they are that loud. That's a fight. I mean, if they are really that loud, that's a fight. Trying to build a community, so you keep saying. I mean, it's definitely happening at this point, but are we doing it efficiently and effectively? I would say so. Once we're good, we'll be able to make the walls for our farm animals, and then after we get done with the walls, we will be able to, I'm gonna make like small buildings. I'm gonna do it with the stone blocks and whatnot. It gives an opportunity to work through some of the other things other than carpentry, because the best system wrong. Your skill, let's take a look. My carpentry skill is fairly high. I'm not worried about hitting higher levels of carpentry at the moment. Masonry, even this is still the newest skill between them, right? And then pottery, which feeds into it really well. So both of those things stand out to me to do, which is why we're doing this entire thing, right? Play with new skills. Play with new skills. All right, eat my food. We're almost there, so hit this corner. I noticed a couple large rocks out here while driving as well, so that's good to know. Man, you came around that corner quick. Hi. Yo. Hello. You all took one to the face and that was it, huh? Oh, for Bugs Bunny best friends, yeah. Have ducks. Donald Duck and Bugs? Well, I need to go find a male bunny first. Granted, no, I think the fact that Lola being his girlfriend, you know, we can say Bugs is male. I was about to say, like, there's no indication otherwise. Yeah, there is. Alright. Prior to that, not so much, but still. Could have just been an alto female. Play. Now, you said Donald. I'm going to correct you real quick. Isn't it Daffy? Just make sure that we have the right shows. Mace's trout right in the leg. Okay, we should be good. I want to hit this corner real quick and go down. You are right. Who the heck is Donald Duck? Oh, that hurts me that you said that. All right, Donald, yes, different show, just as famous. Me and my whole remember. Yeah, I need you to look that one up. I need you to look that one up. All right, so let's grab the bucket of cement real quick. We have our sand out here. We just need water to mix that, so we're good. And then we grab as many blocks as we can handle. We get started. So from 5 to 40. Look at that. That's amazing. Oh, oh, hi. Stop. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Kingdom Hearts. Yes. Oh no. I hope that you don't know Donald because of Kingdom Hearts. There's so many issues with that. I mean, maybe there's not. You know, recognizing that a lot of people in different age groups and whatnot. I don't know. Anyway. Mickey and whatnot, Disney, yes, there you go. Come on. Oh, dude, why are there so many zombies over here still? What is happening? Game. Okay. Why can't I mix? Do I need to have like a place to do it at? Hold on. Mixing going bad. There it is. I do need to have, I don't know what's going on. Oh, the clay was over here. That's why. Okay. There you go. That makes sense. And then you're up here. And then let's get more. Put down. Was that it? Oh, my stones? Oh, my blocks, isn't it? Yeah, that's all the blocks. Okay, grab the rest of the blocks I got. And where are you? Did I do all of them? There's no way I did all of them. Okay, there's just the back. It's the back. Why can't I gotta move the grass to put this down? No way. I really did. Okay. I love Kingdom Hearts word. Fair enough. There you go. Game. Yeah, did I go through all of it? I did go through all of it. Okay. Now, how much more clay do I have? I only have 2 more here. Ew. I mean, this is just me specifically grinding this skill. So once we get to masonry level 5, then we will be able to do these small stone walls. So The small stone brick walls allow us to are at level 5. This is a fence comparatively to a full wall, which I can already make the full walls, for example. So I could build the shelters for our animals at the moment, but I don't want that to be high. I have a lot of attention over here. Security guard? Security guard. Yep. Move fast. And place it down. Just a handful more, which go ahead and put you there. There you go. The bush. So can you get a dog in PZ? I don't think dogs are in game yet. I know people have said something about them before, but I don't think dogs are actually in game. Okay, so is that it? That's all my stuff. Don't need the grass. You guys can keep that. Got 6 blocks on me, and there's another 33. Okay, plenty. There you go. That's all. That's gonna be it. Okay. Good. This has been a good adventure. Very, very much worth it. Very much worth it. I don't know, cutting down the street is worth it, but let's grab the log and all of this stuff. I'd be remiss not to do it, considering all the other playthroughs where I've needed this type of stuff. So drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, and if we ever need it again, we know where it's at. Why am I hurting? Because I need to do another. I don't have any more clay. No way. I'm out of clay, y'all. All right, hold on. Let's drop you here. No. No, 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 no. Think about it. Think about it. Let me put the stone blocks. No, I'll put the stone blocks down here as well. Yeah. Okay, not a big deal. Not a big deal. So what we'll do for the time being, because we can't make any more of these, so this is still a good way for us to actually farm it out. If we take a look, we already hit 365, skill points on that, so that's great. So we'll come back around here when we make more stone blocks, and make sure we collect clay. So we got to think about that. Next time that we're around these parts, we'll be looking for clay at the same time, so that way we have enough in order to put all that together. There you go. Got some water, and we're out. There we go. All right, so my mind lost my Kingdom Hearts members. Yep. So for Dominic, it should be cool how you can do projects in the area. True. Is that a recreation center? No, and not a house. Well, it can become a recreation area, but this is a house currently. So nothing to say that it would be cheaper for a studio company to buy a home to make that a place to do different things, right? Rather than being in a commercially licensed area. But that doesn't change the fact that everything else around it would definitely be residential still, right? You wouldn't put a community center right in the smack dab center, things like that, not to mention right next to a school. Community center should be further away from the school, because the school itself is a community center. All right, so we're back over here now, which is good. And we've got large stones to grab, which we go further up. There's one there, 2, 3. Okay, good enough. So we go far first, right? Is there any more? It's 4 over there. Okay, so I'll just move up the card to get that one. Got a zombie out here in the road. Well, road. In the field. So let me kill you. Hi. What's up, sir? You didn't make it, but you tried. Friendship bracelet and all. Nothing in your backpack. You got started and just couldn't get away? What happened? Alright, so we'll take this one real quick. Have I played City Skylines? Yes. What? Lots of City Skylines. I'm confused by that question. Which... Pretty sure I've played City Skylines on stream as well. At least once. A couple times, actually. Good. Okay, so 2, which you get thrown in the back. Because you're talking about recreational facilities should be placed. Yeah. Okay. So it's. I mean, there's no law or city code against it, if that makes any sense. It's just about being efficient with the space that you have. At least that's my thought process behind it. So yeah, I would tell you that the school primarily is a great recreational space after hours, right? So utilizing it makes a lot of sense in my personal opinion, assuming that you can get the county to get involved and the superintendent okay with that, so on and so forth. Haven't played it recently. I have not played recently. I think I installed it a few days ago just because I was like, I'm not playing this right now, and I wanted to get the space back on my computer. Okay, we're good? We're good. I think, yeah, there's one more rock over there. I specifically want to get it and put it in my lap. I've already got 2 in the back. Good. There it is. Okay. Yes, I remember you played before. I was contemplating what you said. Done lots of City Skylines. Yeah, I would call myself a City Skylines expert. In the sense of like the game itself as mechanically being able to lay out a city, grow it, make it to the point of making it to the end, know how various different city systems interact with each other based on that game mechanic. I wouldn't say I'm an architect of a city, right, in real life, but from a gameplay perspective, absolutely. Definitely mastered City Skylines. And most colony type sims, right? So the average colony sim has still the same foundation of Project Zomboid. Feed yourself, shelter, create longevity in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes you have to fight, sometimes you don't. Understand those systems and how they interact with each other, and then bring them all together. So, for me in Project Zomboid, instead of struggling because I don't want to eat plants or something like that, foraging is completely renewable source without you having to do anything. Forage. Some people like farming. Cool. That's a lot of work to get yourself your first harvest, right? Oh, goodness gracious. There is such a smattering of zombies around, which is interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know I haven't killed every zombie in the town, but they are really migrating about. I need to do something about that. It's going to catch me off guard at some point, and that's going to be a problem. Maybe after I set up, the shelter and stuff for the animals, I will take some time and clear out the town. I don't know. Because I still need to get all the clay. Like, I have lots of bricks. I know I don't have enough. I probably have just enough to make the brick fence that I'm going to make, but that's probably it. After that, any more brick structures, I'm going to have to do some work for. Feels like a lot of people only get food from looting. Yes. But again, a lot of people don't bring in, real life knowledge in order to use that efficiently, because you're just like, I want to kill zombies. It's like, yeah, you got to do more than that. It's still a survival game, right? Oh, no, don't die on me. my Minecraft friends out there who are used to I can farm and I'll have food in 3 days, they have trouble with this game as well because it's not going to be 3 days. It's going to take you a few months, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you have all of these mechanics that in video games people, have used and abused, but don't recognize how much those things don't work in real life. And Project Zomboid tries to align more with real life than video games, which again, I appreciate. So, oh, that's 40 per. That's amazing. That's just 400. Yeah. So I'm gonna hit this real quick. Actually, I don't even need to go back. I mean, yeah, that's a ton of experience. They can be a hassle to get food just from houses. In fairness, at the beginning of any apocalypse, that's probably going to be the best way to go, right? A lot of people who've, left their homes quick, fast, and hurry would have left behind a surplus of food, specifically non-perishables, hopefully, that you can get your hands on. A lot of people who do pack their vehicle will pack it with things that they probably don't need. So those are all things to call out for Project Zomboid. True. I will also acknowledge that you're likely gonna have to fight for it too, because there'll be plenty of people, and there's a good indication right now in the last 2 years in the United States that prove that when there is a massive emergency, as many people try to leave the area, there'll be just as many who want to stay. So hurricanes, North Carolina, South Carolina, yeah, let's just call those two out for example. Florida a little bit. A lot of people don't leave hurricane areas because they want to protect their homes. They're afraid of X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth. So as many people who end up on the road and escaping, which depending on how soon you leave, fair enough, there'll be just as many people who stay. And when you're like, I'm gonna get into this person's house and get that food, you might be met with a shotgun. So, it's a thing, and you have to recognize that Project Zomboid has the unique experience of you being alone in the world. But in most scenarios, that would not be true. So, yeah. And I've also argued that the way I play foraging, right, is not realistic either. Like, there's an element that is. I probably could survive feeding myself off of foraging goods in my state at the beginning. But most forageables, I'm gonna have to do a lot of traveling, so I wouldn't be able to shelter in place like I do in this game and then get all the foraging I need. I would have to move from one place to another, and I would need to make sure I stayed probably closer to the south than the north to survive, because you want to be not in winter. Winter is definitely not the time to try to forage. You can. I want to be very clear about that. But in order to do it, you're going to be fighting small animals. You want to go towards where squirrels and other hibernating type animals have stacked up their food, and you're going to steal their food from them. That's how you would do it in the winter. But that's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah. There it is. Yes. Masonry level 5, y'all. Would you try to play in Project Zomboid without having other NPCs? Yes, I'm actually looking forward to that. That is a feature they are hoping to implement. Okay, so we hit level 5 masonry, which now means that we can build our walls. We can build our walls. Yes. Yes. Okay, so the next problem that I'm going to have is you still need... Oh, I have to get so much more clay. For every 2 bricks of clay, I need a bucket as well. That's hard. Alright. How much clay is not fired currently? I know I fired some. Hold up. We got there, but let's call it out first, right? So celebrate the wins. We got 36 bricks. It's 2 per. Oh man, that's not great either. It's only 18. I know that's probably only going to do one side of the wall, but that's still something. So let me grab all the ones that aren't fired at the moment, and it's because of how many different accelerants are needed in order to fire them why I stopped last time. Right? Yeah, that was it. Okay. That's not bad. So we're kind of getting there. So I've got bricks. Let's just be real, right? I've got bricks. I've got lots of bricks. Drop them on the floor. Straight bricks go on the floor real quick. More bricks go on the floor real quick. Now that we have all the bricks that we would need, which probably don't have all of them, we need to start getting more clay. Clay is our limiting factor at the moment. I also kind of want to go back and get my sacks, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So, is that everything here? Let me pull out the large stone. Let me finish this up so that way I don't forget and have all that space just sitting in the back there. I don't know if there's any benefit of going higher than level 5 in masonry. Maybe I should take a look. Hang on. So, mason. There is. Level 6, I can do... Oh, I can start making my own axe heads. Yes. Okay, that's going to be a thing. Yeah. But I don't have a chisel. I need to find a mason's chisel. Interesting. Okay, well, let's finish up the work. It actually tells me for sure that I'm glad that we did this. That it's such a return on investment. You know, it's really hard to acknowledge or sometimes recognize how much these things will benefit you in the long run. So, cheers. I noticed that my sunflower seeds are sprouting. Yes. So, I should have a good look for the sunflowers. I'm very interested to see. Oh, wait a minute. Because they're going into their next stage, I can start to, what's the word for it? Compost them again. Yep. Okay. So if I compost all of that, man, so much work. So much work. I need to go get my bags. Yeah. Okay. So in the morning, what we'll do, we'll go back, we'll get our sacks from over here. This is where we've been doing a bunch of our, you know, masonry work. After we get our sacks, we'll let's go over back to the hardware store because we'll be in town. Let's see if we can find a mason's chisel, just so that way we can check that off as a tool. Other than that, we can come this direction, check the gardening spot to see if there's anything left over there that I might be interested in. And then after that, we should be good. So yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. So much marked on the back, indeed. Also need to recognize I'm losing weight. And let's go ahead and start fixing that too, which probably means, you know what? I'm looking at this. Most of my food in here is bad. I need heavier food items. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's not a big deal. We just need to get our numbers back up real quick on our food. We'll grab more clay as we can. Grab our sacks and keep it moving. You got to appreciate how much work we've done. So that composter is not full. This one is full. So I need to pull stuff out of there as soon as possible. And this one will get full pretty quickly too. Which I kind of can do, right? It's only a little tired. Not that tired. Okay. Take. Which one do I start with though? The lettuce or the sunflower seed? I think the lettuce was the most recent. You know what? No, before I do that, hang on. Are the lettuce still compost? No, they are not. Okay, so good to check. So cold out. I mean, it's late at night. Still early in the spring, right? Or middle spring, so it makes sense. Good. We'll do the ones that are good, and the one that looks like it's all kinds of tattered over there, we won't do. So, and that should... Oh, that's all of it. Okay, so that's not a big deal. But I'm not going to do a bunch of running back and forth. We'll do all of the sunflower seeds tomorrow. We're going to get our sacks back. Okay. Drop. You know what I just thought? So the plant cured after... Oh, so is the plant cured after the mildew treatment? I don't know. And I'm probably going to say no. Ugh. We were guessing, but it's just not a thing. So you can sew a sack together without needing anything but the burlap piece. And I can make 2 of these. Let's make 1. See if it actually gives me tailoring experience. If I sew this sack together, will it give me tailoring experience? What do you think? The answer is it did. It gave me 1.3. All right, so the real question is, can you make burlap pieces? And I know if you use loom you can weave them, right? But there has to be another way. I think if you find other things you can... Wait a minute, I just realized something. If you rip a sack, that allows you to get back a burlap piece. Let's prove that real quick. Yep, I get the burlap piece again. So I could just go back and forth between ripping and making. The only issue I have is thread. So thread. Is there an easy way to get thread? I know there was a thing. What was it? Thread. You can pick... Oh no, I need level 1. All right, so I need level 1 tailoring to essentially make infinite thread from rags. I'm gonna add it. Yeah, well, you need to be level 1 tailoring to do it. So the only option I would have is to make it to level 1. But once you make it to level 1, then you just need a sack and essentially a bunch of thread, and you can go back and forth between, you know... Wait, I have it right here. How much thread did you use? It wasn't much, but that's a lot. Ooh, that's not a good way to level tailoring. At least not at level 1, without the book. So, again, it's a thought, and it's something to remember. It is definitely something to remember. If you have a ton of thread to work with, cheers. Is there... Wait. Twine can be crafted from dog bone hemp. Thread. Can I loom thread? I know I can get... You can spin thread from flax, which I've never, not once, found flax in foraging yet. I found every other grain, not flax. Okay. All right, well, it's a thing. And by the way, I'll say this right now, I will never start Project Zomboid again without taking tailoring. I will always take tailoring level 1 so I don't have to work on level 1. Because the only other way to do this then is to take your shirt, inspect it. If it has a hole in it, patch it. Patch it. That's it. You know, my long johns, inspect it. If I have something in there, patch it. So, God. And it doesn't look like I can do that without having everything in back. Where's the needle? I have the needle on me. I have to have the needle on me. There it is, bone needle. Here's my thread. So, I don't even think I need the thread, actually. Oh, yeah, you do need the thread. My bad. So if I pull the thread out, Yep, and then you can just patch it. Oh, you can patch the whole thing. Hold on. Game is not giving me experience to patch this. I just want to point that out real quick. I started patching my long johns, which is a normal process in game. That used to be the way that you actually work on your skills, right? It didn't do it. It didn't give me it. Did it? Let's find out. Hang on. Let's patch one more. So we're at 4.5. We are at 5. It does it. Okay. So patching the whole thing will do it. And I used all my thread. I did not. So I used all of the rags. Yeah. That'll still take forever. You can remove all of them and then put them back in, right? Yeah. Why are you in pain? Muscle strained neck. Why is your neck strained? Bro, look. I'm in too much pain to sleep. Did you hold your neck so low? Or like, were you hanging your neck while you were working, bro? Come on, there it is. There's no way. Tailoring should not give you neck pain. All right. Here we are. We're back. But having long johns really does make a big difference then. That's good. If you ever see them on a character, grab them so that way you can easily work on your tailoring skill. So, okay. What do we need? I said we need to go back into town. We're going to not grab stones because we don't need the big rocks anymore. So we will disconnect the trailer. Then once we get there, we're going to be taking the clay with us. You have a whole gas can. So let's grab the gas can. We are going to stop at the spot, right? I want to test something real quick. If I grab this sand, hold on. I'll grab the stack of sand. Can I do a sand floor and put it back down? Because one thing of sand, or one unit of sand, is one of these tiles. So will it go back down like I wanted to? Yes. You can replant your sand so that way it's not just gone instead of just dumping it out, and then you get the sack back. That's good. Again, you got to be efficient with your stuff because it's not like it comes back. That's part of the map, so you have a limited amount of that. All right, there. Let's keep it moving. It pets my OCD word. All right, so what we're gonna do real quick is, like I said, run back in town, grab the rest of our sacks of sand. Then we turn around, we go back to the the gas station, and once we're at the gas station, we can fill up the tank. We'll fill up the one set. Is that the word I want to use? Gas can that we have, and then we head back home. We can also rip out some of the zombie clothes so we can potentially get thread, get lots of rags. Once we hit level 1 of tailoring, we can turn those rags into thread. So maybe we do start, packing in the thread, packing in the rags. I'm saying that, recognize, yeah. So much work. But let's be honest, we're not bored. Oh, we still need to come back home and, set up our sunflower seeds with compost, right? So everything is coming together. Grab the jeans, yes. Grab the shirt, yes. I won't do any of the ripping up out here. It takes too long to rip up clothes now, so it makes a lot of sense to just cart them back with you and then have a sit down day in your tailoring space. So take the jacket, the hoodie, your pants. Don't need your socks. Take your jacket, your tank top, and leave you with your underwear. Good. Ripping bras is harder than you might think. Well, I know a bra has a wire. Well, not all of them do, but some of them have that wire in there for support. And then the padding, which I would say are all things that could be used in Project Zomboid. The game doesn't let you take the bra. Well, it allows you to take the bra, but there's nothing that you can get out of it from a dead zombie. So there's no reason to do it. Oh man, my axe destroys those clothes. I see it now. Like you can visibly see when you start destroying clothes. Oh, that's a thing. Did I just take underwear? I am sorry, ma'am. And you have your underwear back. Did not mean to do that. Throw the clothes over into the seats. Yes. All those clothes go into the seat as I can. I don't have to keep them on me. They are heavy. Fix my axes. I mean, you got to keep your axes in good condition, but they won't stay in perfect condition, which we've learned. So take that t-shirt, take that skirt. Don't need that. Take the tank top. Nope. Down you, man. I'm willing to bet in like blacksmithing I could probably break down some of the jewelry in game, I wonder, but I'm not there yet, so we won't try to even think about that at the moment. Hello, what's up? I'm eager to get this over with too. That purple jumpsuit that you got going on here, not my thing, ma'am. I feel like denim is a good thing to grab in the long run, but at the start, probably not. Grab those pants, take that sweater. Good to go. Okay, almost to the spot so we can get our sacks back. Take all of these clothes and put them into the seat while you're driving. Fixing or sharpening the axis. No, so what you actually are doing is fixing, so you can fix the handle. You sharpen the head, but eventually the head of the axe will wear down to the point where it just can't be used anymore. So, wonder how horrible the clothes might smell. Good point. Very good point. Alright, we're here. We are here. Hi. Just grabbing these sacks of sand to take with us. We will take our bucket with us too. I'm not speeding up time because you never know what might pop up behind me, considering where we are. And since we are here, let's fill up with some fresh water from one of these sinks, and then we'll leave. By the way, this is not my music. This is Zomboid music. I'm not playing my music right now because I felt like since we were doing so much Zomboid-like stuff, we would do that. Like if it was just the build project, I would have cut back because we got to doing lots of killing. We were running back and forth between town. I was like, oh, I'll play the music of the game. I like your voice for narration. If Dominic had a journal, what would we say written on it? When he got the cows and all that. I don't know. What would he say? It was about 4 months at that point. You know, we have reached April and we decided to get cows. There's just, you know, there's a moment when another life is all that you want around. Death can't be everything that you see. And yeah, the cows, they are alive just as much as we are. And it's not a thought process of taking care of them. It's really just about trying to keep a friend. Have a friend. I just hit something. It was a rat. Okay, not bad. Ooh, I never thought of that. So if you, what is this? What did I just find? Oh, I've been here before. I just never went inside. This is a church. Okay, and they have like a community center spot there. Makes sense. Anyway, yeah. What is that? My engine just died again. I really need to put on some work in this vehicle. Is that a chicken? That is a chicken. Is it alive? Yeah, he's just chilling. Not caring about nothing in the world. So. Not caring about nothing in the world. I feel like there's a joke in there about how the chicken crossed the road in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Ugh. Oh my goodness. It had a whole light pole. I'm so mad. This vehicle is struggling already. The last thing I need to do is bust it up. Ah, man. Oh, we're here. Name of fighter chicken my grandmother had. That is a statement. Tan Koi was the name of fighter chicken. I mean, did you like intentionally make the chickens fight, or was it just kind of one of those things where he was so high strong, he was all trying to fight somebody? Those type of chickens never like recognize that life is okay, man. It's not short man syndrome. All right, so while we fill up, I'm gonna go mute so I can drop my standing desk. And we're back. Alright, so standing desk has come down. What was that about? Ooh, what is happening here? Take the fuel. Did we fill it? Did we fill it? Before I leave? Yes, we filled it. Okay. Disturbing. And let me kill this thing real quick. Take off. Good, good. We are hungry. Like I said, I'm pushing this dude really hard, but we're gonna take a break because after this, all we need to do is start collecting clay, right? We collect a bunch of clothes just now, so that way we can turn that into rags and potentially thread over time. Goodness. We need clay so we can start laying brick, and we brought back our sacks so that way we can fertilize our stuff. My grandmother raised the chicken strong, and then she gave it to my brother and trained him to do rooster fights. Word. That is a thing. He gave it to her brother and my brother. Word. My bad. Doesn't really matter which brother. Oh. Somebody got the chicken and the chicken started doing rooster fights. So fighter chicken rooster, I apologize. Cheers. Okay, where do I put stuff at? Let me figure out my order of operations real quick. I'll drop the gasoline over here near the tank. Tank generator, whatever. So we'll stick you there. Good. Then we need to get rid of these clothes, which I'm actually gonna put probably upstairs. I actually want to take all of my tailoring stuff upstairs because I kind of started this idea up here, and then this was gonna turn into like my storage gun room, but now I feel like this place should end up being my my crafting room. Go. Any more? No. Let's go put the sacks of sand where they should be. Actually, let me eat something real quick. Again, we should be losing weight, but I've intentionally not tried to go like super calorie heavy because we didn't intend to turn around and fix our weight loss just yet. So there's that. I am not digging how the music is going tonight at all in Project Zomboid, but we're about to get super focused on crafting again, so maybe I bring down the music in Project Zomboid and use our own music. What do you think? Got that. Yeah. Sorry. Zomboid music. Bye bye. Nope. There you go. Yeah, man, you just gotta vibe a little bit, right? You can just make sand walls? Oh, I didn't know. The sandbags can be stacked to sand walls. That's funny. There you go. Okay. You don't make it. He is hungry, which is fair. We've been pushing real hard. But we got all our sand out, so now our sacks are free again, and we have reusable sand a little bit later. Let's go ahead and eat something, get his belly full at the very least, and I'm going to reset his weight loss. What I think I'll do is eat cereal, and I'll do that twice, because we're going to still burn a few calories. Feel like listening to music a bunch tonight? I don't know. If you're not digging the music, we can just kill it. I thought it'd be decent to have something in the background, but I acknowledge that also may not be my vibe. So we just bring down the volume in Project Zomboid. Oh, music's cool. Killing me. Just asking about my mood. Yeah, I'm like I'm vibing. Don't wrong. Not every song on this, because I did not curate this list. It's just a bunch of what's the word I'm going to use? Not non-licensed music, so shouldn't have any trouble with it. Vegetable oil is not here. It goes up top. That's what it is. There you go. There you go. Sorry, no sorries necessary. No sorries necessary. Okay, so we're gonna do the stuff outside first. As the sooner that gets done, the faster our returns I'm gonna get there. So, let's do it. Take another. Good. All right, so I'll put you in the secondary real quick and get started. I did some of these, but not all of the lettuce, right? So you're good. You're the one who wasn't good. Yeah, I missed just the one here. So we'll add compost to you. There are a handful of sunflower seeds that did not get to the next stage yet, so I just gotta recognize not to do those. Go. Like slow dance music. I mean, we're farming, right? You know, not in super high action kill zombies mode. We're gonna try to do something with the cow pie I saw. Good question. Well watered, well watered. Alright, so it's this row next. Yeah. Fine. Hang on, check this real quick. So let's start from here and come. Yeah, I'm gonna see about picking up the dong and see what the game tells me to do with it, because I would like to see it go into the composter. But I'm not certain that's going to happen. So we'll see shortly. There you go. that's pretty much all of my compost, right? Ooh, wait. Did I do this one? No, I didn't. Okay. Add compost. There you go. We're okay. That was all that compost. So we pop over here real quick and get whatever else we can take. And I got one more bag of compost to go. Cheers. Okay, so let's finish up the set. Good. Yep. So add compost. Add compost. Pretty sure this one needs it too, right? Yeah. I'm just crushing this man. He's like, I'm in so much pain. Better work. There we go. And I think that does it, right? No. Should only be a handful left. So it's probably just this row. And I never was into Pink Panther. What? I don't know what to say about that. I'm a true Pink Panther fan in all versions of it. From every version of the animation, you know, to, well, let's back up. There was the ridiculous movie they did. I didn't really care for the live action movie they tried to do with Pink Panther, but all animated versions of Pink Panther I love. Good, and we all set. So that should be everything to compost here. I think some of these are switching right in front of my eyes. Yes, this one just changed, which I'm wondering if these will change over by the end of the night too. Sorry, it wasn't my thing, Pink Panther. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at you for it. Okay, wait, so this says seedling sunflower as well. It just doesn't have the same visual as the others. Interesting. They're not composted, which I know I composted all of these at one point. So we'll go ahead and drop these in here and see what happens next. All right, so that should be all. No, you did not just do that to me. Look at that. It is a thing. So these will swap over once I get done composting. Then I have to compost it again because it goes from to the next stage. So good to see it legit happen right in front of us. And did this finish? Yeah. And I don't know if you just saw it happen right behind me for these two too. So, good to know. Good, and one more. Quite literally one more over here. Oh, that's boring. This is why you have all this compost. If you're gonna get it, use it, right? If you're gonna get it, use it. I see my leaks coming through as well. Look, no, I didn't mean to add. I'm sorry. Alright, so let's take a look. So these leaks are, yeah, doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then we add compost to you. Sunflower seeds, they should be good. I am pretty much gonna say he's screwed. So yeah, again, I don't know what's wrong with it, so there's no way for me to like interact with it at this point. All the lettuces should already be composted, so good there. Carrots don't stand out to me. I want to use the green beans. They're almost ready for harvest as well. So we're gonna head and compost these bad boys too. There you go. Oh boy. Let's see if I can get all the green beans done, which I did. Oh wait, before the oregano is already composted, so we won't touch you. Yeah, so the leeks are just now moving into the new set of whatever they are, and let's see how much of I can get done. Oh, that was it. I'm out. That was it. Okay. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and drop these as well. Still have one in hand. Good. And then talked about dung over here. So the way I saw this before, when you do search by area, you can actually like not see the grass. So that's dung right there. I don't know, is that dung? No, that's just a rock. Okay, so but yeah, we got one set of dung in here, which at the moment, let's turn you off. And how? Like that, there it is. Let's see about getting us the shovel real quick, because you can pick up dung by hand, which I refuse to do, or we can do it with a shovel, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So, yep. And I'm stuck. Shovel, pick up dung. And let's see it highlight the area green to let us know that there is dung present. Game. Where is it? There it is. Oh, it is there. Okay, so once you go over an area that has dung, it will highlight green for you. So I don't know what he's gonna pick it up into. It's just cow dung. That's it. It's just like, yeah, you picked up dung. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was gonna go into a bag or something. Oh, what can you do? It's just considered junk. It has calories, fat, and protein set to it, which I think is hilarious. But again, we're gonna stick it in here and just see if it becomes fertilizer or not. So we won't know until it, you know, ticks over. Okay, so keep the shovel back here with all the stuff, but we did what we set out to do. We have our sunflower seeds. They're starting to sprout, which is amazing. Goodness, place item. Smack that down on the table real quick. We've got everything out here starting to look good. We have our compost going. What was next? Oh, we need to get clay, and I need to fix my weight loss. So I ate one box of cereal, which was the intent. I'm going to eat one more, and then now we should be set. So wonder if you could die from eating that. I hope he would die from eating that. No, I'm just playing. There are people in the world who do eat dung. There is, I don't know if I want to call it a delicacy, but I know there is a entire thing centered around it. So I don't want to speak down to it because I know it is a thing. But yeah, it's not a thing for me. Is what I'm gonna say. What cereal you think he's eating? Frosted Flakes. No. I'm only saying that because, you know, Tony the Tiger, I was thinking about that, and the box was blue, so Frosted Flakes, it just jumps out at me. We are not going to be getting any berries. Like I said before, we have farmland right next to us. It just doesn't make any sense for us to do that. What we will do is be looking for more veggies. Veggies? I think vegetables are probably a better thing to focus on, so we will. But I specifically need to find clay, so. Any and all clay would be great. No insects. I mean, I know it's late at night, so we're just now doing some foraging. Large sticks, I feel like are a good idea to grab. I can't think of why at the moment off the top of my head, but Again, it feels that way. And I've used so much clay for pottery instead of making them into bricks, which now, lessons learned, I will never do that again. All my clay will go straight to bricks unless I wanted to make, you know, a bowl or something, like something very functional. But if it doesn't serve a true function at that moment, I will not turn it into, you know, utilizing the spinning wheel. Need sticks. That's fair. I just found a random potato. Do you need that? Yep. Is that another frog? No. What is that? What is that? Iron ore? I need you. How do I pick you up? Can I drop this real quick? And then pick it up? Yes, I can. Ooh. And can I put you on the road? And then pick you back up? Yes, I can. Okay, we found iron ore. I had no idea. So then it doesn't have a tag. It doesn't tell me which foraging space. It might just be in stone. You might not be able to find iron ore. But oh my god. Hold on. So that might kickstart my blacksmithing. Because I've been sitting here waiting to do blacksmithing for the longest. Do I have metalworking red? Yes, I have the book somewhere. I was talking about that earlier. That one thing of iron ore might start us off really well. Game. Oh no, I was about to say that. I need none of this right now. I need clay. Focus. I need clay. I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. No. I eat the mushrooms while I walk. What can I make with iron ore? We will find out later. But in our forge, forge. We should be able to start breaking those things down. We didn't go. Oh, I forgot. We were supposed to go to the store. Yeah, the word is not coming to me. The tool store to find more. The metal chisel. That's what I wanted to find. All right, it's getting late. We're losing too much visibility. Yeah, we're down 30, almost 40% in terms of our foraging. So let's get back. Home Depot. Yes, basically the Home Depot. All right. How we doing? I don't know. Not seeing it. Yeah, the word's red for me too. It's super dark. I can't see anything, and it looks like it is a cloudy night with very little moon coverage. So, as in, like, I don't remember which version symbols of the moon phases are between the dark and the light side. Like, I know the names of them for the most part: waxing, giving, crescent, so on and so forth. But I think waning is the dark side, waxing is the light side, but I always forget. So, hardware store, thank you. Yes, I was thinking about the hardware store. Anyway, okay, we're back. So our weight situation is safe again, and we just need to pay attention to that as we move forward. Again, we let ourselves go down. I didn't realize turnips can be planted. Of course, they should be able to plant it, but I don't know what seasons they would go in. Okay, so we are back inside. Let's find our metalworking level 1 book. That I have 2 of them. And we'll read that because we did find that iron ore. We put it on the road intentionally so we can easily find it again. And let's just take a look at our furnaces. So from here, we can look for iron. It would be required item. Iron ore. No. This is the forge. I need a smelter, don't I? So this is a primitive furnace, which I don't think counts either. I need... Yeah, see, these are cast iron ingots, and the iron bloom is mostly used here. So there needs to be a smelter. I don't see it. Okay, let's go into blacksmithing real quick. The advanced furnace allows for smelting iron items and turning sand into glass. Yeah, that's the problem, because simple foraging is probably not going to use the big one. I need to be able to smelt iron items. So, hey, look at that. I just need blocks, and I have stone blocks, don't I? Oh, no, wait. I've got 41. I got just enough, so I just need to make more buckets of clay, and I can make a simple furnace. Okay, all right, so that's good. Can we disassemble the primitive one? Nope. This is what we're talking about. Once you create these things, they're just there. Unless you get a sledgehammer. You are. There it goes. Well, let's get to doing some reading because we have time. And essentially, just calling it out, right? We need clay. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of clay. So in the morning, what's going to happen is we're going to get up, we're going to eat a calorie heavy meal. Then we will do a foraging run, hopefully get some clay. And just some. We don't need a lot to make the clay cement. And then from there, we'll start laying some of the groundwork because we just want to see those walls start to come together. Like that's what we want to see happen. Yeah. That was a quick sleep, dude. Oh, jeez. All right, we'll do some reading. Let the sun come up. Ooh, wait, you are doing a lot of equivalent of dad work in a free weekend. That's an interesting statement. I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. It does feel like dad work, doesn't it? What was dad doing this weekend? He built a wall. What? So, yeah, he needed to work on the farm. He built the wall. Okay. Well, that's the thing. You know, the fence post was updated. You know, you tended to all the different animals. Blah. Dad work. I can see it. I can see it. All right, so we do the potato needs to be cooked before you can put the potato into the meal. And it's fair. We're gonna stick the fried onions first in here. And I do any more. You know what? Hold on. Whoa. Thought. Can I take out one of these big looking onions? Come over here and then prepare some onion rings. Yeah, and the reason why I want to do this, I just noticed something. To bread your onion rings, you don't need water. Thought again, maybe I use one of the crappy onions to get it there. I don't think that accounts for the base set. So the other one was like 13, this one's a 5, and then you get the same amount. Look at that. So the better way to use a fried onion or an onion in general is to use it in a bunch of recipes until it gets really close to being done, and then you turn it into it to get more hunger out of it. That's solid. Yeah, guys, learned another trick that goes into the masterclass. All right, my bad. Turn that off. Oh, we opened the suns early in main lube. Yep, coming together. It's come together for sure. So we cook the onion rings, done. Potato done. Now my big old baked potato is ready to go in there. Onion rings with all their calories go in there, and then we add. Already added a bunch of onion rings. Is that right? Yeah, I've already added 2, and add one more. What is happening? Yeah, that's fine. Then we just go ahead and add a straight onion. Yes. Then we'll add the grape leaves. And then we'll add a fresh mushroom. Ain't gonna lie, that one's a little weird. I acknowledge that. And of course, we add our oil into it just to bring up those fats. And that's 658 calories right there. It's perfect. Yes. All right. So once he's done eating, we will go on our journey to get some clay. Oh, look at that fog. There's no way. How bad is that? It's 21%. It's just as good at being dark out. Nope. Nope. We ain't doing it. Can I get a fryer and things? Yeah, I mean, I can take some out like a... There is a deep fryer in game, right? It acts just like an oven. So visually it looks different than your oven, but it's basically an oven. And we just read. So let's let the fog blow over. I guess we're not getting clay. And go from there. Those bean stalks are starting to look really good though, like visually. Come on, fog, pass over, please. Ugh. Nope, ain't getting anywhere. Sucks. Okay, but we did read all of metalworking, so that's good. Now we don't have to worry about that being a problem, I guess. Remember, we need to keep our eyes out for a metalworking chisel. I think it's just called the mason's chisel, but we'll get there. Wonder if the cows freak out with the fog? No, I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't expect them to. Let me say it that way. Okay, what am I doing here? What am I thinking? I'm thinking grab the empty bucket, put that in secondary. I can go ahead and... No, I can't. I need to come back here. Do I have a regular sack of sand currently? No. Okay. I need to get one sack. And... get there. I know goats don't worry much about rain. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big animal person in terms of knowledge, so I won't know like how they're going to respond to things, so it's hard for me to respond to that statement, but I would expect most animals don't respond negatively or positively to, you know, fog specifically or rain. Just kind of one of those things where it's like, hey, weather's here guys, and you just hang out and wait for it to go. So maybe you won't do a bunch of running around, you'll stay in one spot, sit down, take a rest, take a little bit of shelter if you can get some. Okay, I need water first in the bucket. Then we take sand from the ground. Right here, that's fine. There you go. And there. We don't eat worms around here. I saw somebody made a YouTube comment and I did not respond to him because it's like, yeah, you did the CDDA challenge, you could have just grabbed the worms and ate those. Like, first off, it's one, hunger, so that's not going to do much for you, and then two, notice this as uncooked unhappiness, and guess what, that can actually lead to food poisoning now. In build 42, not a thing. Not to mention super cheesy. So okay, got that going. Good. Let's drop the sand. I've got everything else right now. I've got the mason straw. So what did I want to make? What did I want to make? There was a whole thing that I wanted to place down with what I have. I didn't grab the rocks. I need 40 stones. Alright, so let's put the shovel down real quick first, before I forget about that. It's a problem. Place item. Shovel down. Secondary item. Go. No longer heavy. I wonder if Dominic's hands have lots of calluses on it. I mean, he is a park ranger and, you know, been surviving the zombie apocalypse. I would say he probably is nice and calloused up, if that's your thing. There you go. And then we can build the simple furnace. All right, so that, oh my goodness, look at that thing. Well, I would not be next to that shrubbery. Put you over here real quick. Funny enough, if you did not know, the primitive one, I feel like, wait a minute, you can grab, I thought you could pick this up. I thought you could. Yep, you can. Okay, so let's see if this does what I think it does. The simple furnace. It doesn't do what I thought it would. Smelt iron ore. Ah, all right. So you need to crush the iron ore first in order to take some charcoal and stuff to get an iron bloom. Once you get the iron bloom, yes. All right. So now how do you crush iron ore? I don't make me have an anvil. Crush. I can. Oh, yes. I can start. I can finally get started. Okay. I ain't doing that right now. But we could do some work now with the goodness gracious, blacksmithing. I now also know that iron ore probably is considered a stone, so which makes sense. But I would never thought to find metal within the stone category, but they clearly stuck it there. So that's awesome. We have learned lots of things. Now let's get to the next build project. Make my small walls. Look at that. That doesn't look small at all. And maybe. You crush it to smelt it into ore. Okay, so the zone, since we're going all the way up to here, let's bring it to this rock. Oh no, this rock is here. So maybe we don't, maybe we can just use it as part of the barrier. Give me experience. Give me experience from masonry. Do it. Yes, that's 100. Okay, that's perfect. Dig it. Dig it, guys. No! What happened? Did I run out? I ran out of cement. Okay. But we've got it. It's starting to come together. Small fence, and then you can hop over it. It is a short fence wall instead of a full wall. Perfect. Yes. That feels good to see it come together. Okay. Hold up. Let's take a look at the masonry skill. So I'll hit 6 by the time I'm done with this project. Okay. Although I can only put up 4 walls per bucket. I don't think I like that. That's my only real issue at this point now. I got 2 play here. Actually, that tells you though, having a unlimited water source nearby goes so far in build 42. Like, it goes so far. Because if I was relying on like a water, captured, a rainwater capture system, I'd have to have so many of them to do projects like this. I'm just saying. There it is. Alright. Gotta keep getting the work done, right? Alright. So I like being able to see the zone so I can see my start and end. Bring this over, do 1, No way. What broke? Something broke. One of my tools just broke. It's the mason straw, isn't it? No way. Yep, the mason straw broke. I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't realize that the mason straw could break. Oh no. Gotta think about that one real quick. Hey, hang on. Can I disassemble the tool? So assembly here. Disassemble blade. No, no. Hatchet tool. I can't. I don't know what to do with that one. The machete can be disassembled. I don't think you can disassemble the mason straw, so it's just gone. Okay. Well, lucky for me, I already know that the wooden trowel will be a suitable alternative. The times that I've used the wooden trowel, I've used just that and it broke. I've never had a metal trowel break on me, so now that's happened. New experience, guys. All right, so walls coming together. Again, this is mostly to keep them from wandering off on me, right? It's also visual. Becomes part of what we have going on for the save. So I can do 4 more of those and then we're done, because I got 2 clay left. It's 4 per, so I need to do lots of clay harvesting. I'm also gonna get a point, well, to a point later, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I love that this project is coming together. Let's just be honest about it, right? So just lots of work to do, man. Ooh, goodness. Part of the master class too. It is definitely, this would definitely be part of the master class. All right, let's see. Where is mixing stuff? Game. There it is. All right, so that's clay done. And no more clay. I need to slap things down. And then after we get done with this wall, we'll stop on the wall. We'll eat, and then after we're done eating, we'll go get that iron. Yeah, so I got plenty of space before I get to the point where this is done. Ooh, nope. I ain't digging that. We good? And that's it. So we've got plenty of bricks left. No, that wasn't it. Huh? So what I'm hoping for is I'll hit this corner, bring this wall down, and I'll stop there with the bricks that I have. Then I'll make maybe one barn area, like right here, that's stoned and roofed for the cows to go in, and I'll make like 2 small spots for smaller animals, right? So it becomes an area where inside of this fenced area our animals will exist. They'll have plenty of space to roam and they should be okay. But it's starting to come together. Alright, so man deserves to eat. He's done a lot of work, and of course after all of that, yeah, we've already kind of let ourselves go a bit on that. So let's shovel. You know what? No, I won't. You know what I'm gonna do. I need to get water before I do it. Pot of water. We'll drop the bucket here for now. And where's my flour? You know what? So I said before, the baguettes are, what's the word I'm gonna use? They're inefficient. They're nice. They look good. They serve a purpose, but they are inefficient because you can't slice them. You have to eat it's just one baguette. Versus the dough becomes 3 different sandwiches, and they end up being the same calories total. No, that's not true, because your bread is going to be very dependent on what you fold into it. The baguettes is a base. of like 650 if I remember correctly. What broke? No way. What broke? I heard something break just now. The fork. The fork? Okay. Hold on. So, lucky for me, I virtually know that you can make a fork. I have a fork. I have a wooden fork and a wooden spoon. So, game. Dough. Yes. Oh, jeez. But the fork legit broke. That's wild. Okay. Right, because we used it in the recipe. So the fact that you used, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I always knew the condition went down, but I didn't realize it would go down to the point where it break. I thought you'd only break it in a fight. So even doing this type of stuff, you know, homesteading, you're gonna break your items and you're gonna have to rebuild. All right, so bread done, and I said before the baguette comes out around 650, right? But the reason why this is better is because I can slice my bread if I'm at a counter. Oh, I didn't fold anything into the bread either, so fair enough, right? I just made it straight bread. And then after that, I've got 3 different sandwiches I can make. So that's really the reason why using the bread dough goes further than the baguette setup. Anyway, that just happened, and I forgot to do lots of stuff because I got completely distracted, and that's my fault. So, did not mean to add pickles to the sandwich, but you know, that's what it is. We're gonna add the mushrooms. And the tomato, the red ring of death, as they say, because a lot of people don't like tomatoes. So go ahead and do one of these babies, and then we'll add our oil, of course. And 543 calories. And I have some tortilla chips in here as well. So after we go and get our iron, actually, maybe, yeah, okay, wait. How healthy are tomatoes though? That's an interesting question. I would tell you off the top of my head, I can't think of a reason why a tomato would be considered unhealthy. I mean, tomatoes have a fair amount of sugar in them. For those of you who fight this, tomatoes are a fruit. It's not a vegetable, right? But you know, is it truly unhealthy? It's not. And I don't think any vegetable should be considered unhealthy. It's really about consumption. So yeah. And there it is. Tomatoes you use in so many things. Yeah, you know, it's kind of one of those things. People vilify an object inside of a recipe than vilifying the things that it's paired with. So there's nothing wrong with a potato. The way that you eat a potato is wrong. Most people deep fry them, you know, into French fries, or maybe you do a baked potato and you load it with all kinds of different things. Like all those things you load it in the potato is the problem, not the potato. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things where even the tomato, the bad red tomatoes get is because of what they're paired with. How many people literally sit down and just eat a tomato, bite into it, maybe a little salt and pepper, nothing else? Yeah, that's not common. So, yep. Nothing wrong with a tomato. Although when I was a kid, my father used to eat tomatoes with like ranch, and even that's bad, right? You know, if you drown a tomato in ranch, it's not a good thing necessarily. Why can't I? Or crush ore? There it is. That's not crush ore. Who is that? What is up? How you doing, Wolf? Only a garden fresh tomato. I mean, garden fresh tomatoes are obviously good. Yeah, I'm confused by that statement, but tell me what you think. That thing, oh, this is weird. So my crushed ore became that. Enjoyed the conversation on tomatoes. I'm into it. So, what we thinking? What we talking about? Why are you this way? Smelt the ore. I can't because I don't have enough wood burning charcoal. Okay, let's drop it the ore then because it is crushing my spine. My father used to eat, you know, tomatoes with ranch dressing. It would just be, he'd sit down, salt, pepper, ranch dressing drizzled on top of it. Like that was a thing for him. So, wait, you can stick things inside of the furnace. So the furnace is also a container. Interesting. Huh. Anyway, back to it. Are tomatoes specifically bad? No. And grocery store tomatoes are some of the reasons they don't taste good plain salt compared to bread with. Oh, okay. So I see what you're saying. And yeah, that's a good point as well. Lots of produce today is modified genetically and otherwise. Lots of different things added to them for freshness, look, ripening, so on and so forth. So to that point, you know, a lot of times if you grew it yourself, garden fresh, yeah, I'll get behind that statement that they are definitely better than your average store-bought. And that's going to be true for almost every vegetable that you can think of. Fruit and vegetable, I apologize. So yeah. Cheers to that. Okay, what do I need to do here? I'm thinking that I want to grab a bunch of tree branches real quick. And then we, not the saps, we leave the saps. We need those for other things. More tree branches. Leave the saps for other things. Remember, come over here. We're gonna fire these, right? I need 9. How many do I have? Game. I picked up 6, so 3 more to go. Like cherry tomatoes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like tomatoes. I do not like the taste of tomatoes at all. So there's that. It's too dark. You go light my stuff, man. Can I pull out the flashlight? Will this work? That's hilarious. It works. So there you go. Now I've got my charcoal. Ooh, I love them cutting the salads. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a good salad, you know, tomato setup. Like, yes, I hear you. I don't like tomatoes, like, ever. I've yet to find a scenario where I was like, I like this tomato. Not once. Cooked tomatoes, I hear you. Fair enough. Blah. Ooh, I could have smelted this here too. I didn't know. I'm stupid. But, hey, what do I do with this now? Oh. No, I just made a whole thing. What did I make? Iron blue. Okay, so the required item is an iron blue. There you go. And I can make it into an ingot. All right, here it is. So I just need to ceramic ingot mold. I can make that. I know I can make that. It's somewhere. Stick you in here so I don't forget about you or lose you somehow. Hold up. Where are you? What is it? It's carpentry, isn't it? It's carpentry. So under the carpentry, you need the ingot. Nope. Mold. There it is. Bar. Wooden. Nope. Here it is. Is that right? Yes. So I just need a plank. Well, I can make a plank already. So hang on. Plank, saw. There you go. As someone whose family farmed tomatoes, we've got beef. I'm not mad at you for that statement. Like, I'm just telling you that in my entire life, I have never been like, yeah, give me a tomato. Not once. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's never once where I've been like, I like me a tomato tonight. Like, I've never craved a tomato. When it's in recipes, it feels odd. But like, I'm sorry. And I cook quite often. I am not a tomato person. Like, yeah, bite me. Quite literally, I'm saying, don't fight me, bite me. It's really not that serious. Please don't take it negatively. I am playing a little bit, so. All right, let me craft twine. Why can't I do this? Oh, that's too many. I just need one for now. Okay, wait. Y'all got me like doing all kinds of work to make this work, y'all. So, yeah, tongs. Yes. Okay, so I put it all together, and then I can come over here, right? And yo, what do I need? Light. Need light? Smell? It's not smell. It was the. Here it is. Okay, ceramic mold. Oh no, I need to make a ceramic mold. So how do I make the ceramic mold? I made an iron one. I know what it is. After you make the wood one, you have to press the clay one, and then after the clay gets pressed, you can fire it. Oh no, hang on. After you fire it, it becomes ceramic. I bet that's what it is. Just fire. Yep, there it is. So once you fire the clay one, it'll become a ceramic mold, and then from there you can do that. That's so many pieces. So many pieces. Oh, okay. Let's go. We make it now. I'm just trying to turn the iron that we just crushed into an iron bar ingot. In order to make it into an iron ingot, I have to do like 3 other pieces. So it's wild. Honestly, it's valid. There are always something that someone doesn't like. Personally, I can't deal with horseradish. That's interesting. Horseradish. I can't say I've ever met somebody who said to me they didn't like horseradish. Granted, I hear you. I'm thinking about it. Like, why wouldn't a person like horseradish? Like, don't get me wrong, there's the spiciness of it, the bite, so on and so forth. Is it the horseradish or how's it paired? I'm wondering. No, I can see a person in general not liking horseradish. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll take that. I'll take that. My bad. My bad. I'll walk it back. I was about to say other things, but I was like, no, I get it. I get it. Not sure what horseradish even is. Don't even like pickles. I love pickles. I'm sorry. See, and this is the thing. Like, everyone has different tastes, and that's fair. I get that. You know, it's just, yeah. All right, we're gonna rip some clothes while we have time. I'm wondering after ripping any of these if I'll get any threat. I ain't gonna lie. So, lots of dirty rags, which I can clean, luckily, because we have an infinite water supply. But yeah. All pickles. All right, hold on. So what time is it? Okay, I got one more day of me, guys. I got one more day of me. It is Sunday for me and whatnot. I had to work in the morning, but I got one more day of me. Cheap wasabi actually uses horseradish. Yes, certain sandwiches. Don't mind the flavor. For some reason, it just makes me nauseous, and that's fair. Like I said, I get it. You know, once you stop and think about it, it comes together. All right, how are things looking? So I need a clay. Just one. Now we need a good clay run. I think that's my limiting factor at the moment. Clay as a whole is necessary. After I get clay, it should be okay. Maybe. Yeah, I think all of my legit, bottlenecks at the moment is clay. Okay. All right, so we get clay, which means we gotta go into town, and that's just where we're at. So after we get the clay, and actually now that I think about it, all I have to do is stick this wooden ingot mold here, and after I've done the job of at least getting one clay, I can press that and I can turn this entire thing into a process. So yeah. So like pickles and burgers just make it bitter, change the whole flavor to me, especially. Yeah, okay. You guys are on that still. Leave you alone. I will contribute in a moment. Do I have any clay anywhere? No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay, so let me do what I said before. We eat. We'll go over to the hardware store, see if we can find clay around, the chisel, and basically anything else. I will eat a whole fried onion ring straight up before I stick one on 2 sandwiches and go from there. Remember I said use a little bit of your onion, not the entire thing, before recooking it into the next piece. Stick everything else in here. Yes. Cooking master. Super interesting. Yep. We're doing all the things here. Alright, so good. Do we... Okay, I would not do this by adding ginger to a sandwich like that, but I'm going to do it for the game. So we'll add our oil in there. That's 600 calories right there. So that is basically a bag of potato chips, but better. So in game, how's that onion? Is that onion almost done or no? Got a couple onions in here, my bad. Yeah, it's almost done. That's fine. Grab sandwich, add to my sandwich. Oh, so it took from the bigger one, which is good to know. Let's go ahead and grab the fresh mushroom. I'm making 2 sandwiches to go so we can run over to the hardware store in town. After we're done there, we'll come back around. Well, we won't come back around, I'm sorry. We'll first do some foraging, hopefully, to find some more clay. And after we get that clay, we can come back. So, but like I said, this will be the last day. We might have to do some killing along the way, so we'll see. But it's been a thing. Add our oil and another bag of chips. Perfect. Telling you, man. Wonderful. And we'll actually take a bag of chips. 2 sandwiches and a bag of chips. It's roughly 2,000 calories right there. How we doing on the weight situation? Nice and balanced. I will probably eat the chips as we go. How many days have I made it so far? It's 4 months, 12 days, and 3 hours, my friend. If you were just popping in and seeing us struggle to... No, we're not struggling at all. As you can see, we are doing real well in the zombie apocalypse. This save started at the beginning of build 42, basically, so it's gone through all of the updates and patches and whatnot. So yeah, we're here, man. 4 months, 12 days, 3 hours. It is April 20th. We actually started in the winter, so it's not like we've died and respawned and things like that. We intentionally started in December on this save because we wanted to show what it would be like to survive the winter without all of these skills that you would have beforehand, and we did that, and now we're base building for the most part. I should have showed her the farm. I mean, we'll come back around here in a second and take a look at the farm, so heck yeah. Word. Alright. Hold up. So question number 1, what's the best way to do this? Let me bring this all the way down to the junction and then turn. Yep, that's what it is. Ooh, I like that. Ma'am, oh no! Look, man, y'all better keep my vehicle. See, dying by the vehicle doesn't give me zombie kill count, and that is annoying. So, speaking of that, I didn't call that out as we talked about how far we've got 3,744 kills now. So we have done quite a lot in this this save. What is that a rat? That's a rat, right? Can you pick up the rat in game? You can definitely pick up, it's a mouse. You can definitely pick up the mouse too. So all right. I'm feeling it now. I'm going to do a save at some point where I'm going to make a legitimate rat farm, where you're just breeding mice / rats, so that way you can feed them to people. That's a citrus truck. Hold on. Ew. I mean, Build 42 multiplayer is coming up soon, y'all. You got to think about all the unique ways that you could feed players on a server. I'll just say it. This is a leather jacket. We will use leather later, so we'll take it. At this point, do you want to be Moses and get all the animals? No. Okay. This van is in amazing condition. Hold on. There's a key in here. Guys. I mean, there's water. This van is in perfect condition. This be in perfect condition. Be in perfect condition. It's mostly perfect condition. Ooh, that's hard. Hold on. 121. I have to switch vans. Vehicles. I don't know how I feel about that at the moment. I mean, yeah. Okay, we do it. We do it. Give me a second. Sorry, you've treated us very well, coast to coast construction, but our time together has come to an end. It is time now to allow the citrus wave to show me how much more it can do for me. A life together, just there. All right, so let's take all the stuff out. Blood smear, broken windshield is crazy. I mean, just how much work we've done at this thing, so. The Shadow Wolfie. I'm gonna say it that way. Do you play Project Zomboid? Or are you just hanging out? I'm curious. Okay, stick all this stuff here. I need to get rid of those darn CDs. We did not like any of the music that came in here. She's been through it for real. Yes. Why is there a whole road cone here? I don't need that. Goodness gracious. Empty stuff. Let's grab all these materials back here. Dust mask, measuring tape, rubber hose. Always get it so you can siphon. And actually, I need to grab that now. So, oh no! I have not been watching plays though. Cheers. I always like to ask before I get too far into conversations with people about different things. Where did my stuff go? Okay, wait. So I need to go and get. Ew, that sucks. I mean, we're still committing to the switch because this vehicle is too awesome to let it go. Grab a water bottle. We've already done all the switching. Here you go. We need to go get a gas can. Been played a bit, mostly watching videos about it. Cheers. Okay, here you go. Let me go get my stuff. Gonna eat my sandwich while we drive. I think I can just go straight to the gas station actually and get one of the empty gas tanks that are there. I think. I like the idea of not taking all the gas out of this vehicle because maybe I end up having to use this as a weapon at some point. I don't know. It's a thought. It's a thought. No. There are pork rinds still here. Oh no, I'm taking them all out of here. Crap. Firecrackers. I didn't know there. No. Crap. Crap, I gotta go all the way back home? I gotta go all the way back home. Alright, well. That's what it is now. Go all the way back home. Definitely add it to my wish list for future purchase. I encourage it. Might be a good emergency vehicle. Agreed. But here's my issue now. If I drive this back to the house, I'm gonna leave it at the house. And it's no reason for me to take it again. And it actually could be our beater. I needed it, like, if I can repair it, that'd be great. So maybe oh, excuse you, you are far too close to home. How did you get here? How dare you? That's concerning. So this is what I'll be talking about right here. All right, the game makes you always be on your toes. You are never safe, which is why we should make the fence. Okay. That is way, like, this area, I haven't seen a zombie on this road for the longest, like right once you get over here. So that's concerning. Huh. Yeah, we're talking, you know, not even a fourth of a mile away from the house. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. So now the question is, where do I put the van? I should put it over here. Okay, I use this area like a turnaround spot. So if I just back you in here, I feel good about that. So there you go. All right, he's parked. Losing the false sense of security. Yeah, I mean, they're wrong. Like, the idea of being this far out makes a lot of sense, right? Because zombies aren't going to hear sounds this far and whatnot. There is already a metalworking chisel here. One thing that counts as the mason's chisel. Hang on. There was a reason why I needed this thing. I don't remember what it is. Is it under blacksmithing? It's here. Hold on. The advanced furnace can be made utilizing the wooden trowel. So then I never needed to go get that. Maybe that's just too versatile. I don't know. We need to fix the white van. It depends on how bad it really is, but it's definitely in a weird space. The tongs are another thought that I was having, but again, why did they come here? Why did they come here? It was the gas cans, and I said that I would not. Oh no, that sucks. Okay, hold on. Think about it. Think about it. We got to get back to the other vehicle. Fill her up and then get her out of there. So it's a walk, hop, skip, and a jump, y'all. Let's do it the fast way. It's gonna take pretty much till sundown before we get back into town, get to the vehicle, and to be able to move it. So we originally, well, actually, while we walk, I'm not gonna speed through. Sorry, guys. If I look for the stone, which actually I should go to the road, since that's the best place to find clay. That's a good way to go about it. My fault. All right, so now we're on the road, and then from the road, we will keep our eyes out for clay. But no, the too fast speed isn't necessarily a problem, because like your character will still see an item when you're moving, for example, but you can't really, like, just like that, right? So you gotta do a stop real quick and you're fine. There's still an element of, you know, how much your memory loads and so on and so forth. I have a decent computer. All right. Large flat stones. I don't think anybody's ever noticed. I do grab them anytime I see them because I do know they work into axes once you get to that point. Yeah. All right, max forager. I know that. I can also get distracted by doing lots of foraging, and I try not to do that too often. Nope. Just need clay, guys. Regular stones. There's so much to get. Crushed. No. 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 Come on. Come on. I just need clay. I just need clay. Alright, so gas station. We're back in town now. I will stop moving so quickly at this point. Yeah, lots of food. Which I don't really need food right now, but you gotta remember that we are a park ranger, so food should pop for us pretty often. Oop. Good walking music? What do you think? I've got bugs and a bunch of rocks that I didn't need. I can't remember if I turned down here or just walk the back way here. I think it's walk the back way, right? Yep. Man. No luck for me tonight. Wish I could plant a pink tree. Dog bone hemp. Great for making twine when we're ready, but we're not there for tailoring, so no reason to do it. I love that I just found a whole cabbage. Side of the road growing. That's 311 calories right there. Gotta remember that, you know, we're getting the stack bonuses of the foraging skill in general because we are a max forager. So, again, just to show our skills on the screen. Ton of skills all over the place. Oh, I'm still not fitness level 5, y'all. Yeah, rat droppings. What is that? Are those shorts? Yeah. No, that's not shorts. It's a Bagman game. It's a board game. Hilarious. It's junk, but still hilarious. Why? So here's my problem with Project Zomboid. When you are explicitly looking for something, it's like the game knows you're looking for it. It's like, nah, not today. Oh, I hate that so much. Here it is. All right, we're back. I was kind of working on the tailoring skill. Like, acknowledge that we can work on it. I would prefer to find the tailoring book before we try to work on it, though. All right, so it only took us 3 hours to get back here, and I need to put gas into the vehicle. My bad. All right, so let's fill her up. Oh, the gas tank is on this side? It sure is. It just doesn't have a visual signal. And it's not bad. You get a quarter tank out of it. Perfect. The front's a little busted, but not too bad. Feel like it's a Tropicana truck. Oh, that's fair. I had expected to see juice too, by the way. What is that? The chickens. I don't know where these chickens like came from, but we've got chickens in roads. I see rats coming out of buildings, you know. The animals are taking over. There it is. Oh, the first vehicle. Car handled really well, by the way. Alright, so we should be coming up close. That's not the hardware store. Although I almost did die there once. This is it. This is it. There it is. Build strong, last forever, indeed. Hi. I am looking for anything that can be of use. None of this. No, no, no. Box of nails, which could be useful. I feel like the tongs are a good idea because the ones I have are worn. Wiring. There's the chisel I was just talking about. Look at that. All right, definitely had it for me. Box of nails, additional saws, backpack sprayer, which I don't feel like I need because I already have one. Having more than one doesn't seem to make sense to me. Nothing else here stands out as things to get. So, no. Light, rope, pulpit pen, wrench, measuring tape. Man. No, not tonight, huh? Not tonight. I remember we gotta check the bag too, and I know that's a whole nother handy tool. Lots of that's barley, but I don't need that. That's a sack. Take the sack. Take the sack. Why you're walking around with a gas can in hand? Because I put gas in the vehicle and I didn't like put. Oh my god! No, wait! You can't shove when you have a gas can in hand. Oh my goodness! I forgot about that. Ooh, that could have gone bad. Let me get that paintbrush. I have a sneaking suspicion that I want the paintbrush. We good? Paintbrush in the back. Alright, so now that we're here, by the way, I'm like super on edge. I hate fighting indoors. Like, it's super dangerous to do so, so. Cannot tell you how many people have lost, you know, characters trying to fight indoors and get stuck on a wall or something like that. That is a burlap piece I just found. I love when they get done in one shot. Yep, there it is. Grab that. Metal sheets. And nothing. Okay, so let's do the, I just need clay, y'all. I mean, I know there are spots where you can find stones that are clay as well, but those are more rare than you might think. I don't actually need large stones anymore. I just need straight clay. Now I was actually hoping, like, even if there were sacks of clay, for example, that we can get our hands on, I would have taken those. But this was, it wasn't completely useless. We got tools that we didn't have. The chisel, for example, that was my thought. Okay, I remember. In order to make level 6, the axe heads, you needed the chisel. So that's why we needed to grab those. Getting large stones. A few zombies that came out of there, man. That's interesting. If I turn on my flashlight, what do I get? Nothing changes. Okay. We should be on the road because stones aren't really doing it for me out here. Well, that's not true. I'm actually getting stones, just not the stones I want, so. What's up, dude? You said that the van has blood on it? I didn't notice that. I saw the front of it was a little busted up. It wasn't too bad. Definitely better than our primary vehicle, right? So there is that. Clay. Let me reiterate to the game and to you guys. We are looking for clay. I know it's 7 o'clock. It's starting to get late out and whatnot. Yet to find clay. Maybe we'll walk this way real quick. Hi. Hey, would you guys know if I can find a clump of clay anywhere around? No, ma'am. Keep your hands to yourself. I mean, do I need to find more iron? No. Will I take it? Sure, but it's not a necessity. This house is destroyed. Woo! goodness. Everything in here should be rotten. Yeah, this thing is destroyed. I think this was part of the space where I had a bunch of zombies coming at me when I was driving around. I wonder if it like activated because of how I was driving on the road. That is another thing of parsley, which I don't need. They're so lonely. I mean, they died together. They're hanging out together, right? Can't be that lonely. Propane torch might be good in the future, but I'm not trying to get that right now, so. Yeah, you're good. You enjoying your life? I'm enjoying mine too, so. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. This is not working out. All of a sudden, when everything is going well, the game was like, I'm going to slow you down. I refuse to give you clay. Seth, I have returned. I'm playing Minecraft. What? What? That's fair. I mean, if you're streaming it later, let me know, man. I'll pop in and watch you because we're about to get off once I get home and do the exit and whatnot. It's our last day of game, but still. Nice to see you there, Seth. Down you go. Why are there so many zombies over here? You could. Indeed you could. I will say this now. I've never actually played Minecraft. And I've had a lot of people tell me from the way I play Project Zomboid, I probably would like playing Minecraft. But I've never played it. Let's see. And basically everybody says the same thing. It's like, you never play Minecraft. Never play Minecraft. Bro. And I smash. Never played. It is a sin. I'll take that. Leather gloves. We love to collect leather gloves. They have saved our lives way too many times. There's matches here. Take the matches. We need those. We always need accelerants. Nothing else here really stands out though. So we're out. I need clay. Car keys. Nice. Don't want it. I need clay. I doubt there's going to be any clay in this construction site area, but you never know. I mean, I don't specifically need clay. I need any type of cement. So maybe I'm thinking this wrong. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Now that I think about it. Cement is actually what I need. This says clay, but then, you know, yeah, it's just straight clay. The only bucket of cement that you can make is clay. Oh, I guess that sucks. Yep, it has to be clay. I would play with Minecraft, it's fine, but it wasn't for me. Yeah. I told y'all, you know, it's a whole thing. There's just with planks, isn't it? Which is great, you know, when I want planks again. But at the moment, that's not the life we live in. This is okay. So what kind of building was this gonna end up being? A restaurant? There's a whole like cooking set back there. Flint noodles, nothing. I'll tell you right now. So why didn't I play Minecraft? I won't lie to you. It's because at the time. Actually, that's not gonna do it for me. We'll try it. Anyway, at the time, the reason why I didn't play Minecraft, it didn't have achievements. And I am the achievement whore. Oh, Project Zomboid doesn't have achievements either, I know. But again, at the time, is that corn? I need the corn. I specifically want to get that corn. Not because corn matters, it's because you can make corn flour in game. So, can y'all die real quick so I can get back to that corn? It's corn flour, cornmeal, whatever. So, oh, I'm taking the chance. Got it. Yes. Ah, loser. played a decent amount of Terraria and Minecraft. So even in that, I never played that one either. The Terraria I didn't play because I played, what was the one from Chucklefish? It was basically a knockoff of Terraria. Star something. Starbound. So, you know, in that same vein, I played, you know, that type of game, and that actually has achievements too. But I just didn't get into Minecraft at the time because of that. So there it is. I got a little bit of clay. Yay! It was only 4. That's 2 buckets of clay cement that I can make, which is wild. You know what? I need to have like an off-screen day to just collect a bunch of clay so I can finish the type of project. I got the corn too. Yes, I got the corn. So I've got some dried corn with me, and I've got 1 fresh corn, I think. So yeah, 1 fresh corn. Which again, corn, not a big deal to me itself, but because the seeds can be turned into corn flour or corn meal, that is the thing. All right, we're heading back. I'm gonna try to grow corn. Do we know which seasons corn grow well in? Right now, I am just looking for clay. What is that? New Year. No. Info. Discover recipes. That is a horrible spot for that. Here. Corn. I don't know the growing season for corn. Yes, I do. I'm stupid. All right. April, May, June. I could grow corn. We're in April still, so growing corn is a viable option. But it's getting too dark for me to keep foraging, so let's get back to the car and call it a night. So we're at 3,769 kills with Dominic Steele, 77 kilos. 4 months, 12 days, and 17 hours. That's basically 4 months and 13 days because we will sleep the rest of the hours for the day, and we're good. I am gonna start really working on the fitness skill, so running around will help with that. Obviously doing setups will help with it. We have plenty of high calorie items that we can use to fix ourselves, so that's the thing. We hit our goal, masonry level 5, almost to level 6, funny enough, and we started building the small wall to protect our cows, protect our home. But note, we did see zombies about 1/4 of a mile away from the house, so it is possible. There was blood on. When did I hit a zombie? God. Anyway, yeah. Long story short, you know, we're getting to that point. All of the things are coming together. All the things are coming together. All right, let's get ourselves home. I can't see anything. Congrats, man. Cheers. Oh, I don't know. I'm very interested to, you know, build out the rest of the masonry stuff. I am gonna say it right now. I do think the trick, I'm gonna use that word, the trick to longevity with build projects is masonry over carpentry, primarily because you do not have to fight to find nails. Now, I do know in blacksmithing you can make your own nails. That is a possibility. Blacksmithing takes so long to get into because you have to work on pottery, masonry, and basic carpentry before you can even start blacksmithing. So it just makes more sense to do bricks over wood with nails. I'm just saying. Anyway, notice we drove right past the gas station. You know, we can do it later. We're at 1/4 of a tank, so the next time I come into town, just make sure I actually get some gas. Did get a new vehicle, as you can see, and it's not to say that we abandoned the previous one. You never know what's going to happen. It's good to have backups. Yeah, we are doing good in this zombie apocalypse. Ooh. The math. It definitely does. It definitely does. Well, we got some new faces around here. The Coup Shadow Wolfie. Seth popped in a little bit about to play Minecraft, or is currently playing Minecraft, and I couldn't tell you the one. And we are surviving in Project Zomboid. PR Mara is always here, keeping the death count together for us, so at least we know that. I will say we just killed an extra one, so it's actually 3,770 before we go to bed. I'm currently playing Minecraft. Fair enough. Anyway, for those of you who do not know, obviously this is going on YouTube, so yeah, if you didn't know, it does go on YouTube. I do upload my VODs. That's a thing. So yeah. But I don't know, that's another 8 on the wall to go there. So if we just take a look at that zone real quick, how close is that gonna be? We actually might hit the, yeah, we'll hit the corner with 2 clay that we found and then bring it down. So there's that. Hold up, let me take a look. I didn't think about this. When I made that iron, did I get any blacksmithing experience? Blacksmithing, metalworking? No, I did not. So just crushing the iron ore into that blob, I guess that makes sense. When I smelt it after, oh no, that's right, I need to commit to doing those pieces. Let me do those pieces before we're done. All right, we started this whole process and I'll forget if I don't do this now. So sorry guys. All right, so we got to press U, and after pressing, we end up with the clay mold that is not fired. We take these wood charcoals and pop you in here, fire it. There you go, and it got done. And then from here, I should be able to, no, what am I missing? Ah, what am I missing? What am I missing? Game? No, I've already bloomed it. Okay, so I'm on the wrong device. Oh, that makes more sense. Hang on. So you pull this over here, actually. And there it is. Ooh, that's not what we want. What happened? What happened? I'm very confused. I can extract iron from the bloom, which I actually don't want to do. I don't think. I need to pause because this is going to crush me. I did something wrong. I have no idea what happened here. Okay, wait. So required item is going to be the iron bloom. I can't do anything here with it, so maybe I'm on the wrong device. The furnace. Ah. And required item is going to be the iron bloom. There you are. Oh, I don't have the ceramic. I'm missing a piece. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So I don't have enough wood charcoal. I need 18 of those, and I still need the ceramic. Okay, so then it's gonna be here. Yep, there it is. So that's a small one though. I don't have the pottery skill for it yet. There's so much more that needs to happen, y'all. All right, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I gotta obviously extract from it, but I'm not doing that right now. I want to use the entire process that I just came up with, recognizing that it is going to be a thing. All right. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. Anyway, we need to make this large ceramic crucible, right? And in order to make it, we need to pottery wheel it, but it currently can only make small ones, which means that I need to probably increase my pottery skill to even start. So that's what I was trying to say. There's so many things you need to do before you can do blacksmithing. So in order to do blacksmithing, I'm betting what's going to happen is I hit pottery level 5. If I hit pottery level 5, I'm betting that I'll unlock the recipe to make larger pottery stuff. Unless it's on the table here, which I don't think. That's for large stuff. So pottery bench. Yep. See, That isn't. This enables me to do glass blowing if I were to do some stuff here. But realistically speaking, I am fairly certain that since the small one is here, the large one will be here as well. So I got to do more pottery in order to even unlock blacksmithing. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, all these things tie together, sure, but blacksmithing is clearly not a day one, level one type thing for you to get started. So. Alright guys, well, if you enjoyed it, if you made it this far in the video, etc., please consider the like, comment, share, subscribe, all the wonderful YouTube streamer things. Obviously I do this for fun, but at the same time it's nice to have a little extra on the back end. That said, I appreciate you hanging out, everybody here on stream. PRMR, Wolfie, South, you guys have already been here. I'm gonna go ahead and call out BMO, who have not seen for a little bit, but you know, popping in to say hi is always nice. Pharisee went to bed early on me, but it is a holiday weekend, it is a holiday. I said holiday weekend, that's not fair. Holiday, and some people celebrate Easter and some people do not, and that's okay. If you spend time with your family, that's all that truly matters. And if you don't have family, you spend some time with somebody you enjoyed, and if that's not true, at least you hung out with me. Anyway, all right guys, good night. I'm going to bed, killing the music. See you next time.